the hell?
Now turn around and show her the booty. Now hang on, look at this. Look what I got. Booty, 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 booty. Wait, shake your cherries. Shake your cherries. Booty, 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 booty. Oh yeah, I just wanted to convince Darius to do it.
Oh, okay.
And there's the cold open.
I felt it was inappropriate. I couldn't look at it.
But I couldn't remember what I was
Who's
talking
drinking? Are you drinking, Beks?
I mean, when am I?
I have a beverage.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, hi, Hanna. You're here for the start.
Hi.
Oh.
Hanna.
Guest appearance.
I'm not a cat person, but I like Hanna and I like Beks' cat.
I was gonna say.
We got
I have two of them. You like my cats?
I haven't seen the other one. I feel like I've only seen the one that chews through the wire.
You've seen
No,
both.
we've
You've seen both.
two.
Oh, okay, then I don't
He's a little
know the
asshole.
other.
He
Sorry.
saw the.
Ooh.
We have the best pussies on this show. Let me tell you.
Everybody got their hair done.
Well, yeah, I got my hair done for the baby shower that I went to, and it just so happened
Cute.
like 2 or 3 days after the baby shower, the baby came.
Yay!
Oh, that was really close.
Baby could
No,
smell the presents.
it was good. It was, they scheduled it a month out. She was super early,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh.
and you would think like she would still be in the NICU at this point, but she's not. She's home. So
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yay, early baby.
we have a little lemon.
I mean, less time being pregnant, I guess, would be beneficial. So,
For some people,
No,
I don't know.
yeah.
not
I
bad.
want to like do the whole eating and being taken care of thing for a lot. As long as possible.
I do not welcome the swollen ankles, which are a thing. So
Yeah. I think I already have those, so we're good.
Did you know that rhinoceroses are pregnant for, I believe, 2.5 years or 3 years or something like that?
Elephants do 2 years.
Elephants do 2 years. I think rhinoceroses
2 years
or,
pregnant?
or hippopotamuses. I
No,
get
thank
those
you.
two confused in what they do.
Yeah, the baby comes out and they slap and they say, "Get out of here! I'm sick of
Yeah.
you."
What about what if pregnancy was 2 years for humans? I mean, my goodness.
Men would kill themselves.
But maternity leave would probably be taken way more
All women
seriously.
would kill men.
Or I mean,
You did this
just
to me.
Yeah.
this chaos, complete chaos, because it's gonna be a 2-year pregnancy.
There'd be less kids.
It depends on also the process. Like, is it just a drawn out like 9 months, or do different things
I don't
happen?
know, I'm gonna
like,
ask a couple
more things
hippopotamuses.
happen.
Gonna pop out like a toddler? Like, no, thank you.
Oh, that would be interesting. Like to get past like the breastfeeding.
That's
thing,
exactly
and it
what would happen. Yeah, that
pop
would
out fully formed.
Some kids don't
Already
stop it,
speaking
too.
like
like
motherfucker. you know?
walking out. It's like,
Right, just walk out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized?
That you hate children? Because I do.
My headphones are
Kidding.
backwards.
Oh. Let's see. Let's see.
Wait, so how are we hearing you?
Oh.
Oh, they said close. I was like, how is that why I can read the letters?
Genius.
So dumb.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it can you read? You can read.
Not so well. No.
Not so good.
Depends on the day. Okay.
I try.
I was wondering how you guys could hear me then, if that was in
Are
my
you sure
hair.
that's the source
Really
of the...
good mic.
Are you sure it's the source of the mic?
It's probably not.
Tap on the mic. It ain't that.
Wow, so that's just fake.
Apparently so.
I guess it's back to not working too well.
Mm.
You're gonna have to replace that maybe after this episode.
You want to replace the kittens?
I want a mic that works.
I can
Well,
hear
I mean, I'm still...
Yeah, I mean, I heard a yeah.
You're
I
still
heard
clear
my
though,
voice.
which is good. You got like
Yeah.
a really clear. Stop moving.
I was hearing someone breathing, but I don't know who it is. It might have been you, Tater.
Do
but
you
I was like,
just want this like empty space?
I looked
next to the
around.
mic?
I looked around and then I was like, oh no, it's me. I got too close to the mic.
no, because there's like some Darth Vader moment. I was like, I could hear your thoughts.
That's one of my favorite moments. Tater eating the mic.
All right, I guess we'll start. So when I was a
Okay.
kid, I couldn't wait for my birthday to put both of my hands up and say that I was 10. I was double digits, and now maybe next week is 10 episodes old. Congratulations, everyone. Here's a toast to getting through the first 10 weeks. It's 10 weeks because we took last week off. Congratulations, everyone. We've made it to double digits. Clink, clink.
Clink,
Salud.
my camera.
And then it turned off.
How's everybody feeling today?
Good.
Good.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Recovered
Alive.
from vaccines.
Yeah, a few of you.
Second shot for you?
Yeah, second shot. I will be fully vaccinated as of next Wednesday.
Oh, my second shot is tomorrow. So
Congratulations.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Mhm.
Make sure you take the next day off.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I heard because the first one was actually I was okay, but they said usually if it's not one, it's the other.
Usually, yeah. For me, it was the first one, not the second one.
I got a little bit on the first, and then everything that was left over was saved for the second.
You got a double whammy.
Yeah.
You just have no luck.
I'm weak sauce, so I already know it's just like I'm doomed. I'm embracing it.
When's your next one?
June?
Oh, that's
Is that
right.
next
After
one?
you get back from vacation, right?
Oh, well, I mean, at least go on vacation.
I'm
Hi.
going to Nashville.
Ooh.
I'm gonna need some tips and pointers.
I went to Nashville just.
I
Yeah,
know.
So, yeah.
We were
Yeah.
saying that everybody was there maskless and
Yeah.
turning up.
Get your boots.
I think I want to get boots while I'm over there because I don't want to go there in boots in Philly.
They're expensive, for sure. Very, very
I mean,
expensive.
like sell an
They're also
arm.
tall. Like $150 a pop is like on the low end.
Is that necessary?
For what?
Like if you
A
wanted
shoe?
a hat, it's probably like $300 to $500 for like
Nah.
a nice one.
For a
Like the
hat?
actual like real quality ones, not like the
No.
ones that are cheapy.
Now I
Jeez
go to my
Louise.
people for the
I
hat.
got my small boots for like $150. They're like ankle ones. They're about like yay high.
Cute.
They're adorable.
Yeah, I don't mind paying like $100-ish for some cowboy boots, like legit ones though.
Like just it's a once in a lifetime thing. So just get
And
it.
like,
And be done with it.
sorry to my vegan friends and stuff, but like, you know, if an animal died, I think it's worth the hundreds or whatever.
That's right. If that animal's
Yeah,
gonna die
that's what
needlessly.
that norm meant.
That's I guess a good way to think about it.
I mean, like, there's nothing good that can come out of my mouth right now, but yeah.
Dun, dun,
Well,
dun.
I mean, have fun. And
Yeah.
Well, she's still a few weeks away from that. But we finally, after 10 weeks, have premiered on multiple platforms. Ashley set that up for us, and everyone chipped in. Thank you for that. Ashley, tell us where our viewers from YouTube can listen to us in true podcast form.
We can listen, or you can listen, maybe next week, today, tomorrow, maybe next week, on Spotify.
Ooh.
And we have
And
we'll
iTunes.
have and iTunes. We'll have the links up right
iTunes.
now on the screen, and they will appear periodically throughout the show
Wait.
along the banner
Right
on the bottom.
here?
No, underneath you.
Right here.
Underneath you.
Uh-uh.
Underneath you.
Oh,
There you
wait,
go.
well, who's on top and who's on bottom?
Myself, Ashley, and Tati are on top. I am, of course, on top of Darius, and the two of you are
We're
tag
usually
teaming
the
Beks.
bottom, Sheyne.
Yeah.
For you,
what-
but
what
in the
happened?
show, because I'm the one who records it, I'm always stuck in the same position. Y'all can float around. I'm always stuck in the same missionary position on top
I
of
mean,
Darius.
isn't that what old men like anyways?
what people say during an orgy
no,
is
it's
that
too much work. You want to be from behind. That's it. Old men only need it from behind or laying down with her on top.
Well, I hope you have fun.
I am glad we had a moment to elaborate on
Did
that.
anyone hear that it was Ashley that set me up for that? That wasn't me. That was Ashley who set me up. Fuck out of here.
I mean, I'm not
I'm
pointing
PG
any
today.
elbows.
I've changed my
but,
ways.
You change your ways.
I've changed my ways. I'm
Who is
keeping it. I'm gonna send my mom this episode. Like, Mom, I don't know. They say such stupid things. I don't know.
It's us corrupting you.
The fun thing
Yeah,
about this episode is that it's going to be like filled with flashbacks of previous episodes. So I think right there, I'm going to go into how like one of the first things we said on the episode was, and the show was pussy. This is the beginning of the new podcast.
Yeah,
How's
we're
everybody
starting off
doing
with,
today?
With the pussy on Shayne's lap, is that how we're
There it is.
There it goes.
I'm so glad you said that word first, because I've been trying really hard not to make pussy jokes this entire time. I was like, don't have me on YouTube saying pussy, please.
I have to apologize to Beks because when we did a flashback to that earlier, I thought it was Beks who brought that up, and it was actually Ashley was the first one to be inappropriate. So
It was me.
It
I
was
appreciate
Ashley.
that.
Oh, she's saved. So, I mean, I guess if it's going to be a clip.
Oh no, Beks said it.
it.
Beks was the second one to say it, so it's okay.
She started it though. That's all
Oh,
I need.
it sounds like Ashley's starting most of
Starting
this.
a lot of
Ashley is the shit starter.
Get
Yeah.
that.
No, yeah, it's her.
It makes for good
Yeah, we did that.
commentary and lots of jokes. So
It does.
Good clips.
no regrets. No regrets.
Good clips. Good clips.
You only live YOLO. You only live once.
No. I'm not about that life.
Oh.
Do what you do in the moment, and that's it.
Oh, I was like, oh,
What's
you
the
live
acronym
twice.
for that?
Yo.
Yeah, I'm a cat. I got 9 lives.
Which one are you on now?
4.5.
Oh, halfway.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
luck,
I'm halfway
though.
through this one.
Damn, you're gonna die young then.
COVID took a little chunk off me.
You're turning and burning.
I was like,
Wait, so
That's why I look so youthful in my face all the time, and I could pass for like an 18-year-old if I don't wear any.
You really do.
It's
I
sad.
think it's right here. Got the. You just look like your cheeks are always like highlighted. They always got the little.
I did that on
Glow.
purpose today.
Oh, I was gonna say. Wow. So
It
it's
worked.
different. I was like, you got eyeliner on, highlighter,
Let me tell you something. And
tinted balm.
I'll make this real quick. I found something on Amazon that actually does the wing for you, and you just stamp
the
it.
stamp, does it work?
It's fucking amazing.
I haven't tried
It
it.
cuts down my time like in half because I'm like so like anal about the precision and like the angle and making sure that it's all the same length and the same like this way, you know, like.
Darius can't even believe it because he's been trying so hard to do his
I
wing on
know.
his
No,
own.
well, there's a video on YouTube of me doing my fiance's makeup, and it's wonderful.
Is there really?
Yes, there
There.
is.
Can I put it in the episode?
When
If we can find it.
Oh.
Alright, goals. Hold on. Wait. Oh,
I also have to say that I was only shaking my head because I spent years perfecting the cat eye.
Well, yeah.
Just
So
for a
like,
stamp to be created. There's like
Oh.
like what I do is I draw it and it's like I make a mess and I just take a sponge and I go like this and then if it's really bad with the eyeshadow on it,
I
like crisp.
use the pointy Q-tips to.
Those are supposed to be
clean
really
it
good.
No, they
I'm
are. They're
sorry.
amazing.
I just take the little pointy sponges and pull or a brush. Sometimes I'll use like
Oh,
painting brushes,
yeah.
clumps, whatever.
But so the ones that I use aren't easily smudgeable, so it like won't do anything unless I actually like aggressively.
So like
try
your
to get on my face.
your favorite phrase here would be like you got to do it while it's wet.
Yes. See, she started that one, and I'm just gonna roll with it.
It
Shane,
went.
are you trying to look for this?
I am absolutely
Yes.
trying to look for this video, but
Oh,
I can't. You don't know the name of it at all, Darius?
Nope.
What's your screen name or your username?
It's not on mine.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
we're
what's
about to-
hers?
We're about to have a team on
You
this.
can
Coach.
send it to me in the chat so that like no people try to hunt down you, woman.
No, expose her to this.
No, expose the world to her.
I gotta ask the boss first if it's okay. I fully admit that I'm not the boss.
She the boss.
It's good that you're aware.
Wait, so Darius, did she
Yeah.
do your makeup too, or did you just do hers?
Just do hers, and it's not like she looked good. If I do
We
say
need
so
a
myself.
day where we
I'm sure
do
she
the
does
diet
all the
of
time
makeup.
though.
You probably like just slapped it on her, didn't you?
No,
Do you generally know what you're doing with makeup? Because I'm most guys don't.
no idea. So some of the stuff I definitely use
We're in
wrong,
the same boat.
but she looked good at the end.
Oh,
That's
I'm,
what
now I'm
matters.
in,
That's what
now I'm
matters.
really now I'm interested to see because
Yes, I would like
Yeah.
Okay. I won't say she looked good. She did not look bad. Didn't look bad, and I think that counts. Just the same.
I think once we see it, we're gonna have to rate his job.
So what I would like to do eventually when we're all vaccinated, maybe we'll do the makeup for the guys, and then the guys can do our makeup.
Nope.
No?
Nope. I hate makeup more than anything.
Would this not be fun?
Nope.
I'm
Only,
down to
only,
watch.
only if it was like timed for like 30 seconds. Like they would have to do it within 30 seconds.
Within 30 seconds? What can you do in 30 seconds?
Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to get like half
You see
an
these
eye
hands?
on. It would be like
Hands
half
cannot
an
work their
eye.
magic.
Did anyone see Beks' face when you asked that question?
Bex is like this.
I'm innocent this episode. I've changed.
That vaccine has taken away all her funny.
Yeah, the vaccine
been cured.
vaccinated her dirtiness.
Well, the doctor said he's gonna fix me, so.
No, Beks, you know, what everybody writes in the yearbook, I'm going to say to you, you're the best. Don't ever change, okay?
Aww.
Never
Never
change.
wrote in mine.
Well,
He tells all
says
of us that, though.
People don't write that. Didn't write that in my yearbook.
when he says that, he really wants you to change back to the person you were, and then don't change from that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh, here is the video.
Oh.
Are you gonna share your screen?
He
No.
can't. He can't. Are we able to show it?
Like I said, let me
See
see
what happened was.
All right. That might be something for later in the show. So let's get into the serious,
Or
so we
some
can get
extra
into the
stuff
funny.
on Instagram.
Some extra stuff, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or a clip. So what's our first serious topic, though?
Our first serious topic is Ahmaud Arbrey. Forgive me if I'm torturing that last name.
Oh, you got it.
But 3 men in Georgia were recently indicted on hate crime charges in addition to felony murder. Just for everyone to know, this happened to him a year ago. He was out jogging. They cut him off with their pickup truck and they shot him.
With a shotgun at point blank range. So they were brought up on federal charges. They had already been indicted on state charges for the murder, and now federal charges, which is there's not much really to say about that at the moment, but at least it's a step in the right direction. The same with Derek Chauvin as well, and the other 3 officers who still yet to stand trial against the state. They have also been charged with federal crimes. So, you know, I don't know how much there is to say about it, but at least in my opinion, it's just a step in the right direction. What do y'all think?
That's it. The way that everybody, I feel like the world lit on fire when the George Floyd video came out last year. It was I think I was already drained because that's how I felt about the Ahmaud Arbery video when I saw it. And so, just to echo what Sheyne just said, step in the right direction.
Was Ahmaud after or before?
Ahmaud was before.
He was before? Okay.
He was just before.
Just before, yeah, okay.
It's interesting that it's taken that long, and even George Floyd saw more of a result than he did. Just goes to show how long the process actually really takes, depending on, you know, like where you live.
Yeah, and
Why it's so hard to keep momentum too, because people can be passionate and angry, but then everything drags out.
Right, right.
And
I think the justice system does that on purpose in a lot of cases because people forget, and so sometimes certain things slip by where it's not as reactional. There's not as big of a reaction. I've seen that happen to a couple of cases. Just that, you know, they seemed bigger, and then by the time it happened,
they lost momentum. They sometimes do that though because there's also a lot of information involved and a lot of like gathering of information and like actual investigating that has to happen. So like just thinking about George Floyd, they probably have to like review all the types of videos that were recorded, hunting down those people who were in the video and, you know, getting their versions as well, getting their testimony, logging all that information, then sharing that with opposing counsel. Like, it is cumbersome. So I can understand, like, that's why the process gets dragged out. But then it also gets a little bit redundant because you're doing the same things over and over to get the same response.
I think it's, you know, it's there's absolute truth in both what you just said, both of you. Like, yeah, there's that due process, cumbersome way of doing things that is just the law, and really, in theory, is for a thorough and accurate investigation to bring about the right kinds of charges. But then also they can use that cumbersome length of time to then let it just fade out, and that's where the shadiness can come into how they manipulate the evidence they gather and everything. So it's both. It's definitely both.
Agreed.
To give and a take. So
at least it resulted to what it did, and they're being charged.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
definitely right.
So we'll provide updates on that as we get it. But another hot topic is India is in crisis at the moment. You know, at some point we were the epicenter. And now, you know, we're starting to see these epicenters grow globally. And as of this point, their COVID cases surpassed 20 million. Their hospitals are overrun. They're experiencing some of the same things we did, where, you know, there's lacks of oxygen tanks. So how do you guys feel about what's happening over there?
Isn't it because of the distribution that they're having with the vaccine? They're not giving it to everyone. It's not accessible to everyone, or it's or that the resources are limited.
The resources are limited. They're also not doing enough tests. So, like, at some point, they were even saying, like, it's plateaued as of now, but that's not, the numbers are not accurate because they're also not distributing enough tests to get an accurate count. So, they're still trying to remain diligent in this whole entire process. So.
And there's also a lot of bad science behind what's happening here. We know about bad politics when it came to our second spike, especially national second spike, you know, going back to Orange Man, and but with India, I could even tell you from last summer, I'm a big 90 Day Fiancé fan, and there's
no idea.
but there's a couple on there on 90 Day the other way, Jenny and Sumit, and they live in India, and they were shooting during the initial lockdown in India. And then once the lockdown ended and some restrictions were lifted, they were told by officials that if they wore kind of like a badge like this, like around their neck.
Can't see it.
Camera. Off camera.
Hang on, let me get it.
Bring it close up.
Let me
Show
get
us.
Uh-oh. I don't know if I can get it.
Show us what you're working.
Can you see this?
Oh, right.
It's like a badge. Anyway, I can't. It's entangled.
Twerk it. Twerk the badge.
It's entangled with the lights. It's entangled with the full lights.
You
Anyway.
need to draw a picture for us and.
Shut up.
Oh, you know it's gonna be weird.
So anyway,
of course.
So
here comes the paper towel, and
there's a
I
badge.
feel like he had some prepared there for.
They're
every
always
single
here.
moment Of demonstration.
You never know when you
The
need to
new
take care of
Sheyne.
business.
Oh! Computer.
I tip
Right
my.
next to the computer.
Phil.
Bex is ready too.
Oh,
now I think he's coming with the paper
I
towel.
tip my poop cap to you for having toilet paper there.
I'm gonna leave my little guy here.
All jokes aside, they were told to wear a badge maybe about this big around their neck, and it had like a circle in it, and they were told that as long as they were wearing them, it would emit something like a spray or something, or some kind of field that protected them within 3 to 6 feet of anyone who had it, and they weren't always wearing masks.
What is this swatting, like flies? Like the smell, like
I feel like I was like, what is that?
magic.
A personal force field? And anyone out there who watches 90 Day will know. Like, people were here were just like, oh no. And so I saw that and I was like, they are in some serious trouble at some point down the road.
Did they believe them?
I think that the two cast members are kind of like, I mean, it can't hurt to wear it. Maybe there's something to it. What else are we gonna do?
But they were like,
Are they wearing masks?
They were mostly wearing masks, but not everyone who they would pass by
Green
were.
Lantern outfit thing. I
know. But yeah, so I was like, they got some bad science going on over there, and so it's a failure on many levels.
I would like to actually understand the science behind it, because my immediate thought was to go to those, like, the little lanterns that if you light the candle, the scent will keep the scent will keep the bugs away. So my thought is there something in that maybe fragrance wise, it's like no virus, you stay 6 feet over there.
Nothing works that way.
But
right. Only stank works that way.
Bo.
I mean, I think maybe that's what how they're reasoning it. To me. It felt more just like they're just saying we have nothing to combat this. This is gonna make you feel better.
Let's give you a false hope.
And now commerce can commence. And now you have. I know my job has a huge contingency. Hanna, stop. Contingency in India. I don't know if you can hear that, but
Twerking.
And my job's actually doing a really good job with getting. Sourcing oxygen and help and people around the world kind of picking up the slack and whatnot, because a number of people in my job have passed away or are very sick or have family members who are passed away. It's kind of affected everyone. I'm actually shocked, for me pleasantly, because I think we're too coddled here in America. I like it when they have to make us see the truth of the world, but I'm shocked about how they're showing the pyres so freely in India, and it's heartbreaking. I don't want to see it. I don't want it to be real, but for them to be showing it shows how crucial and devastating what they're going through right now is. And you know, my heart goes to them. And real quick, before anyone says anything else, just so I don't forget, and I'll put it on the screen.
Sheyne, go into where you can donate.
These are just a few places that I found that were pretty reputable, and there are many, many more. And as many as you can find before posting this on Thursday. Obviously, we all know we shoot this on Tuesday. I'll put up in the description. But UNICEF USA, Care India, Project Hope, OxygenForIndia.org, Path, Airlink, American India Foundation, and there's a whole lot more that whatever I can find I'll put up. Always, of course, the Red Cross is always a good and a resource. And really, if you can, it's hard times still here. If you can't put anything towards that, and unfortunately, there's a lot of international causes and causes domestically that we could put towards. But if you can muster anything up, every little bit helps, because they're really hurting over there.
Yeah, so they're hurting, and President Biden is looking to help them as well. He's actually backed lifting the IP patent on the vaccine so that we can attack this on a global scale, because we all understand, like, it started globally, it came to us, and now it's affecting everywhere at this point. So
I think that would be the best thing to do. I mean, it's gonna come back if that's the case. Like, I think just a united effort would really just make sure that this ends as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Some people are actually angry about it. They're saying that Biden isn't focused on us and like taking care of us, and we're so busy helping them, we're not realizing that there are still some states who are struggling with it. Like, I think Oregon is in like their 4th phase, because they keep reopening and then close and then reopen and then close and then reopen and close. And again, they feel like they're forgotten about.
But we're also at a point where everyone 16 and over can get it around the country if they want it. They don't have that in India.
Wouldn't Oregon's situation be more about whoever's leading Oregon?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because us as a country, there seems to be like we seem to be getting, I guess, better in most places, except for places that didn't want to adhere to the regulations. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, what would they expect? What would they want? Because they already have everything that they would need in order to be successful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it comes down to people not wanting to get it.
Yeah,
implementation, not wanting to get it. They don't think we're going to reach herd immunity in the U.S. because too many people won't get it. Some Republicans and Trump's old people who worked with him in the West Wing are trying to push him to shoot a PSA saying, "I got it, Ivanka got it, you should get it too. I created it. I'm your savior." And they're like, at least it might help his legacy and might push some of his supporters to actually do it.
But he got COVID though. They did stuff to him. He's good now. Injected him with bleach or whatever it was. Why can't he like market it?
But he
Did
also
it make him whiter?
But he also got the vaccination before he left office.
He did.
Secretly in the White House, him and Melania. And like, so they're trying to get him to do it. So yeah, like what you're saying, Tati, it comes down, and you actually, like the local implementation, which I don't know what it is in Oregon, but also the people being willing to get it. It's like we're at a point where everyone's 60 and older, which is basically everyone who was for the most part eligible to get safe to get it in the research can do it. So why not help people who really need it? And I'm shocked.
I would say, that's the only difference between, I would say, what's happening, nationally and internationally. Is that I think they're and regardless, if we were to leave them to dry, then we would have to deal with it essentially later when it comes back.
Yeah, and especially they're so close to Seattle and like that whole area that was heavily affected as well. Like,
I was talking about India.
Oh, okay.
Oregon, you were saying. I was like, India's not close to Seattle.
Didn't you know they're
She said, I was like, wait a minute.
I was like,
first the headphones were on backwards.
Geography.
Yeah. No, they're right next door, guys. Didn't you know teleportation? It's totally a thing. Like
you look at
the hubs are right next to
The Earth is flat.
It cuts the sphere.
Seattle can see India from their house.
Actually, if you dig to a certain point in the Earth and you just like do a bunch of turns and curves, you can just get there still.
That sounded like.
Why make a left when you can make 3 rights?
I don't know why. What about Aquariuses?
What?
Me.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know nothing else about it except it's like some guy with a jug.
Nice.
Oh no, I don't even know. Is that it? I thought that was like Virgo.
What's happening?
No, it's a cow with a.
What are your signs? Yeah, I'm a Leo.
Me and Sheyne are
Oh, that's my question. What's your
We're one
sign?
day apart.
Yeah, we're one
What's
day
his
apart.
name? What's his sign? What?
Yeah.
Girl.
I'm a Leo. If you couldn't tell by the days that my hair are not behaving.
That makes sense for you.
You mean by the attitude?
I know nothing else, but you are like a little lioness type.
Cat.
I'm a Taurus.
This Gemini who wants to be Two-Faced.
My mama? No.
Tatiana is a potato.
I am a Toro.
Okay.
Tati,
A
Hello,
burrow.
Boa.
Taurus,
Bo.
Tati, potato.
Dando cuernos.
Oh.
Right? Is that what this
Whoa.
is?
So
Wow.
it's Beks.
I felt like Telemundo.
Wait, Tati, when's your birthday?
May 19th is coming up.
So you're first, then Rebecca, then
What are you
me,
talking about?
then
birthday?
Darius, then Ashley, because Darius and I are one day apart. We're Cancers.
Wait,
Oh, wow.
Really?
They're
Is that-
one
is
day
that-
apart?
January. So what do you mean?
Wait, I thought you said you were a Gemini.
No, she said Aquarius.
no, she said a.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Gemini.
You
Okay, so
fucked
it's...
that whole thing up, Shane.
Who wants to be a Gemini?
Oh, that's what she said. Oh.
Two-Faced.
Am I the okay? So I'm technically the last one in the year.
Yeah, but we didn't get to do Beks, so she's
Bex is the first
she's
one.
Not
asked
yet.
out in season
Gotta
1.
work harder.
So the next one is Tati. So maybe
Gotta work
you
harder to have a birthday.
She works hard.
Quickly
So
now.
the next one's Tatiana then, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
That's
But,
one of my 2 questions done. Check.
And when the questionables come up, you'll have to come up with more.
Exactly.
Pow.
But yeah. Oh, and so for anyone who doesn't know what the lifting of the digressing back,
I digress.
anyone who doesn't really understand what the whole patent stuff is that basically by removing the intellectual property patents for Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, so forth, it allows generic companies that produce cheaper medication to recreate each vaccine and sell it to poor populations and third world countries for a far reduced price, thus enabling millions of people who need it to get it and tens of thousands of lives to be saved. And Republicans were very much opposed to it for the most part. Many Democrats were very much opposed to it. And the pharmaceutical companies are pissed because their stock dropped when he did that. But it's the right and moral thing to do. And
I just hate that medicine has turned into such a profit company, like for a profit company. It's like that is like
How safe is it? Like, are they making knockoff versions that are exact? Because
they would have to. They
exact.
would be they would be the exact.
They still have to go through FDA approval and everything once they create it for this country at least. And it's just like getting
a generic version of any kind of medication. They do that for so much, and it's like, why would they go through the process of doing that instead of just naturally making every medicine affordable, they would still make more than enough money because everyone around the world would need it.
Yeah.
You know?
And my future president was saying, like, AOC was saying, okay, great, we did that with the vaccines, now let's do that with insulin.
Your future girlfriend?
I wish.
Yeah, but what about Alessia? How are you?
That's what I said, girlfriend, not wife.
Future ex-wife.
I will gladly be Monica Lewinsky to her Bill Clinton, to AOC's Bill Clinton.
Well,
but she's a classier. She's a classier
I have a
woman
dress
than
for you
that.
to wear.
She can put a cigar. Yeah. AOC can put a cigar anywhere she wants on me.
You know
so.
what? Whoa. I was gonna say we should have like a Marilyn Monroe dress and have him take a picture over like a vent or something.
Oh please!
You really want to do the whole makeup thing? Like,
yes,
we'll call it the 4-year itch.
It's not happening.
Dear Internet, does anyone have the abilities to Photoshop a dress onto Sheyne?
I could do it.
I could try.
I can do it. I do the thumbnails every week. I do the thumbnails and nobody looks at.
Can you do a shocked face so that we could write down the time?
Okay, look.
I can put it on your head.
Everyone make a funny face. I'm gonna do a pose, and in the thumbnail will be me in a dress.
Okay, you see. Okay, you see, like, so timestamp this because this is when you're gonna.
I'm gonna screenshot it.
That's
do
it.
Again,
it's gonna be.
Do it. Perfect. I think I got it in one shot.
Look at that.
Oh shit. You're
wait.
Are all the eyes
Hi, Darius.
Hey, girl, hey.
You look like some dark chocolate I'd like to lick. Can you show me your cherries again? Can you show me your cherries again?
Coffee.
Let me see them cherries. Dangle those for me, baby. Come on, Daddy Darius.
I'm really worried.
And there's his name tag, Daddy Darius.
Episode where you don't call him Daddy or sexual chocolate.
I mean,
it's every episode, but it's also Darius doing it to himself.
You know what you missed though? You know what you missed when we had game night and you couldn't make it? We had a thing where we had to give Darius a nickname, and I did not give him any of those names. I gave him Deacon Felicia. Other people said
two Deacon
chocolate.
Felicias came up, and then
I said chocolate because he always calls himself chocolate something.
I think I said chocolate thunder or something.
Yeah, that was his original. Like that was
and
his OG.
I did not come up with a chocolate nickname.
What did you come up with?
I think
Pepe's
I said
dad?
100,000 or something.
Yeah,
you did.
That was good. That's what won. So.
Yep. Okay, and moving on to the good stuff.
That was like a roller coaster.
We're getting there.
The good stuff, which
sort
is
of.
New York is reopening.
Sort of. June 1st, right? July 1st?
Yeah, July 1st. Just in time for the 4th of July weekend.
To be after our birthday shit.
Oh no, it's just
just in time for your wedding in New Jersey.
In Jersey, right.
We'll be there in
so
spirit.
Everything opens
I'll be there.
July, not June.
It's 100% reopening July 1st. Cuomo says that we might be able to open earlier if things are done right. And then Broadway is going to be reopening in September.
Friday on Broadway.
I read that too. So
what are you doing, Darius? What is that? Did you spit it out, or were you trying to eat from the bowl?
No, I was trying to spit it out, but it got caught on these lips.
Oh,
Daddy!
Ooh! Sucking on cherries and spitting them into a bowl.
I'm gonna pin him on this screen.
It was slow motion. You were just like.
I realized you were slowly like moving out of frame, like. I don't understand.
Nobody knows for that.
All right, so are you guys excited? Are you worried cases are gonna go back up? And what's the first thing you're gonna do when things reopen 100%?
I'm gonna do Darius.
As an introvert, this what?
Tatiana, as a what?
He won't.
Oh, jeez.
What?
I don't know.
I'm so lost. What's happening?
Tatiana, as an introvert.
You asked, what is the first thing we're gonna do? I said Darius. Beks goes, I saw that comment and I said he won't.
William,
Wow.
hope you have fun.
I definitely missed that moment completely.
Tatiana, you're an introvert, and
Yeah. So I'm a little. I don't want to be around people.
Me too. Oh my god. It's
Just-
hardcore.
It just I really liked this time to myself.
You know what's gonna happen is Ashley's gonna be like, "We're all Vax, everything's open up. Let's do the show in person." And you're gonna have Tati and Beks being like,
All right, hold on. If
I
I
got
get
diarrhea.
if I get enough alcohol, I'm pretty sure Beks will come. And Tatiana, I just feel like I need to find a place that has like a couch, so she
And
could
food, just food. I mean,
Yes.
believe me, I smoke
Well, I mean-
myself.
I know
Potatoes.
the perfect spot.
I was gonna say, if we had some jazz cabbage, would you?
Jazz cabbage.
"I've never heard that term before."
I was like, what kind of vegetable is that? It's
That
We
sounds
had
good.
jazz cab.
yes.
What is
Oh
that?
no, for me it's really just how far away it is and like how bloated I feel that day. That's
Yeah, I
the
get that.
honest.
Well, I
I
have all
have
the
one
equipment, so
spot.
clearly you just got to walk up like half a mile.
Yeah, and it's like I'll be there. It's cool.
If Sheyne could bring like his lamps, I have the perfect spot for us to do like filming during the day. That would be perfect.
During
And
the
we'd be
day,
like on the
though.
water, and we have our own little like island.
Yeah, do you
I'm
know
pretty
how
sure
loud that would
I can
be?
find.
We would have a moment
We have
where
to be in a
someone gets
controlled
pushed in
environment.
the water.
We have to be in a controlled environment.
Wait, can we get like the little old people chairs and get like a
Well, so they have the
All for the old
lounging
people chairs.
chairs, and I think they also have a couch. So
Is it
Ooh,
indoor or
wow.
outdoor?
it's outdoor.
That's gonna be a
I'm
problem.
down to day drink whenever I'm not on the clock.
I got you.
We also got to do a road trip episode. We also got to go like axe
Yeah.
throwing together. There's a few things. We can a few things we can do.
You have to do it.
We need to go to Palisades because they also have go karting and they have axe throwing, and we can
Right
totally
next to each other,
I get
right in
that.
the same space.
And they also have the ropes course in the middle that I've been always.
And here's the
meaning
thing,
to try to know it's for children.
yet still we have two people here who are like, I don't want to leave the house.
I'll
I
just throw
don't
one of
care
them over
where
my shoulder.
it
If it's just you guys, I'm cool with it. It's just
just us.
people that I don't.
It's just like I don't want to see even you guys.
It's like I need like 2 weeks notice, and I also can't like do more than one social interaction.
Oh, like a week
A
or
month?
something. Yeah. Oh.
We can make it a monthly thing.
I go in and out though. I go in and out. Like there was like all of last year right before COVID. I was like about to turn 30. I was like, I'm gonna force myself to say yes to everything and actually see my friends. And it went until almost everything I was invited to, and it was exhausting. But I had a good time.
Oh, it is. It's absolutely exhausting.
I always feel like that though. It's exhausting, but I have a good time. It's not that I have a bad time or anything. I enjoy myself, but it's just like I seem recharged in my space by myself because I can be as weird and ugly as I want, and then it's like that butterfly.
Bare face. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes, queen.
No, yeah, I hear ya.
So
It's
I guess
also
we're
like the
not
next day. Recovering is not always fun. But the more fun I have with people, the more I suffer when I get back home.
Well, we're not gonna make you drink too much. We're not gonna have Fran show up.
I
We're not having
it's not like we're
We'll cut
forcing
Fran
I
you
have
to
to stop you.
We'll cut Fran off
I
when we
want
need
to meet
to.
Fran once.
Oh,
but,
you
I mean,
don't.
Doesn't have to.
I haven't met Fran yet.
No.
You've
We-
seen
I mean,
it.
I haven't seen any of you in person yet, aside from Sheyne. So
It's true.
Yeah. It's true.
So we're gonna rewrite this.
I am the
Suddenly
tie
we're
that
all
binds. What can I
conservative.
say?
All conservative.
Yeah, obviously, MAGA.
We're gonna start at that level. Then 2 hours in, it's like pants on your head.
Okay. I'm
and then
down.
just
I'm,
me in the
I'm really
corner
down.
like this.
I'm really down to have it start off that way and see where it goes.
You don't understand what's gonna happen when we go to Chuck E. Cheese at the mall with Fran. Like it's gonna be.
We'll push all the
fuck.
kids out the way.
That sounds like fun.
You know for a
That
fact
sounds
that
like-
most kids aren't going to be there anyways because their parents are going to be too worried about them
Are
getting
you
COVID.
kidding
so
me?
it's just going to be
Upstate,
No, no.
upstate
The moment that
conservative
they can-
white New Yorkers.
No. Not even just conservative white New Yorkers. The moment that
Anybody.
Parents
Just
can
anybody.
get the kids out the house.
Get rid
Go.
of it.
Go.
You know what? There is
free.
a ball pit that you guys can
Okay,
swim in
gross.
at the
No.
Yeah, I
No,
heard
no, no,
those are bad.
no,
Even-
no,
even
no.
Even pre-COVID, no ball pits.
No sea balls.
It
I've
wouldn't
learned my
be-
lesson.
What?
No children and balls
Yeah,
around
balls.
grown men ever.
Can we do
That's what happened to me. I was in one and this big dude didn't see me and he jumped in and he like kicked me in the face.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Oh,
peed
that's
what's wrong with you?
up and you got.
I was in
Like
the ball
foot to the
pit
face.
Well, now that explains
somewhere,
a lot.
and it was wet. All the balls were wet, and I was
Pee.
like, "This."
Pee.
It was pee.
Pee.
And I
Was it
like,
you?
No, it wasn't me. It
Wait,
wasn't
but how
my pee.
old were you guys?
Key question though.
I was.
I've never had this problem.
That was at Roy
Look, he's
Rogers.
peeing right now. You're like,
That's not
Like,
the
look,
pee
Mom,
face.
no hands.
Okay, what's the pee
That's not the
face?
pee face. It's relief. It's like. That's the pee face.
Something tells me that's also your O
You're
face.
Andre 3000.
Can you put like a tinkle
officially.
noise when he does that, so then I wouldn't
Yeah.
be the only one that.
I will put a tinkle.
No,
I will
no.
put twinkle, tinkle, little star. Darius, is that also your O face?
Copyright infringement. Oh, Sheyne. Why are you so rude?
Ooh.
Well, because I don't have you to bounce off of this week. You're being very, very laid back, and it's scaring me.
She's so conservative.
I
She's
know.
an angel
What's
now.
happening?
I've changed.
We need Fran.
Just give it
Anyway,
a minute.
Fran's gonna be like,
Chuck,
I'll babysit your
Give it
kid.
time.
I was gonna say, give it a few minutes.
No
Give
peer
it
pressure
time.
though, Beks. No
You
peer
lob,
pressure.
you lob those
It's always
bitches up,
like-
she'll start
Bex, you
knocking
have too
them
much
out the
headroom. Can you lower your camera a little bit?
Yeah,
It's
stop
by
giving us too
9:30.
much head.
Oh,
I
Actually,
tried
that
to
didn't even
change,
work.
but I've been this way since high school. Ta-da! I took this long because I put on a bra for you guys. I was like, I gotta
high
get
five.
it together.
High five. That's a.
Yeah, I'm wearing pajamas.
Do you not most weeks?
So, okay.
Oh yeah, the bottom half of me is in pajamas for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm sweating it up.
I'm
I
naked.
just like put like a fancy sweater on stuff.
You're
and then
definitely
take
not
it.
naked, Shane, because we
You
saw
already
you
got
get
up
up.
when you tried to get the badge, man.
Like, bro, come on.
remember what
That's
you did,
so
homie.
lame.
Last
gotta
last
remember
episode you guys
Yeah.
last episode you guys thought I was naked because my shorts rode up a little bit and
You
I had
were
to give
a
you a
little
peek.
bit.
I
You
had
were
to
a
give
little
Daddy
bit.
Darius a
You
peek.
were trying to
It
show
was-
some thigh. That's what you were trying to do. You were
I
trying
could
to hit up Alessia, be like, hey girl, look at my thigh. It's a cute little chicken leg. You can eat some of this.
That's just supposed to be
thing,
dark
the
meat.
thing
So
we
it's
My
Yeah.
thighs are on fleek.
Yours was not.
The good thing about my fatness is that it only gains here and here. It doesn't gain here, so I don't got any
For a minute,
flap.
I was
I don't
waiting
got
for him to,
anything like.
do this.
I'm not like Colt. It's great. Colty.
You know, Colty?
Not Colty. Cheapy. Sheepy.
The queen shall reign supreme.
You know what this used to say? This used to be, who is against the queen will die, but the dishwasher
God.
ruined it
Oh, fail.
Oh,
90-day fiance.
all the
glass.
way. It was a birthday
I really
present
think you
last
should
year.
be on there. Like,
I
go for
want
it.
to be. I want to meet
what
someone from
the
another
heck?
country.
That would be. Okay,
That would be
go ahead.
interesting.
But I just
I
want
can
to
look
meet
it
like
up.
a cool Latina from another country and just be like, listen, I want to be in the show. You want to be in the show. Let's be the most toxic, eruptive couple of all time on camera. And off camera, we're just like, cool, we're just in it for the setup. Because I want that cameo money. I want the cameo money.
Oh, because yeah, you should be a
Cameo.
bad guy. But you gotta be the simp. The simp is what's gonna work for you.
The what?
Simp. I
What's
think
that?
you might be a simp.
What's that?
That would be.
You don't know
that
what
would
a
be
simp is?
funnier.
I
The
know
one
what
that-
you don't know. I'm so young. I'm so young. It's
Hang on, hang on.
I'm
hang on.
It's the guy that would love
Spell
her
it.
regardless of how she treats him.
Spell it.
Yeah, basically.
Spell it.
SIMP.
simple.
I just want to.
Simp.
Urban
It's like
Dictionary.
you let
Hang
a
on.
woman
Someone
do
who
whatever she
does way
wants.
too much for a person they like. A man who
yeah.
puts the hose before bros. A guy that is overly desperate for women, especially if she is a bad person. That used to be me. That used to be me.
That
I'm not.
could be
I'm
you.
not
I'm
even
saying
lying.
you fit that mo. How?
I'm not
It
anymore.
would be-
Now I don't deal with bullshit anymore. But like I used to like be like, thank you, ma'am. May I have some more? I was a bitch.
Slap me.
I was desperate.
Yes.
I've
man,
had
I
women
have some
physically
more.
abuse me and been like, oh, it's okay.
If you're into
Is that
it,
Tom
but not-
Sawyer?
No, like not in like a kinky
I
kind
had
of way.
someone smack me once during, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not happening twice.
hard.
No, it was kind of like a
Wait, where?
Like that?
Sorry.
my face.
Okay, I was like,
So
Was it
actually
while he
you're
was
telling us
choking you?
Wait,
You don't
how?
like lamps smashed over your head? You don't?
No, no, definitely not.
little sucker
Wait.
punch.
Okay, so funny story. I actually
Story
got
time.
my hair pulled at some point, and my whole head in that area swole up completely for like a week, and I had no idea why.
You couldn't connect the dots?
Well,
You were
no,
too
I mean,
distracted
like-
at the moment.
No, I mean, I know it was because my hair was being pulled, but I just never realized that it would be swollen. Like, as if I got hit in the head and it was like a lump.
Probably that's what happened. You just didn't know because you were like in the midst of everything.
Yeah, headboards can be really tricky.
No,
so-
like, no headboards, nothing in the vicinity, like...
That's how you get concussed, headboards. They're-
Well, I felt concussed after that.
Sorry. I'm back. I tried to be conservative. It doesn't work. I can't do it.
You know,
I
I
take
mean,
it back.
since we're
I'm
on this
sorry.
I
topic,
told
and
you,
yeah,
give her a minute.
it's not questionable's time, but what's the kinkiest shit someone's ever asked you to do to them?
Asked, you don't have to say whether or not you did it. So this is appropriate.
Only if you want to.
Oh,
I don't think anyone's asked me to do anything.
I've been asked to do
Anything
pretty
anybody's asked me to
inappropriate
do.
stuff.
Ridiculous.
Anything
Like,
crazy.
Someone wanted me to put a bar of soap up their ass, and I was just like,
No, they wanted me to like
Oh,
pee and
that's
poop on
that
them.
would sting.
Whoa.
Poop on
They
him?
wanted you to two girls,
Yeah,
one cup.
yeah,
Did you do it? Oh, you don't have to answer that.
Just one.
yeah. They
just one
asked me
girl.
about that.
Wait,
What?
where? On their chest or like?
Yeah,
in
like
their mouth?
they wanted to lay under me while I did that. And told them
did what? Which one? One.
pee and poop. Like they asked for both. I guess they
That's
asked for the poop
flattering,
first. And I was like,
though.
no, and then they thought that the pee would be easier. But I'm like, I cannot find you sexually attractive if I use you like a toilet.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Yeah.
Shane, do you want to answer the
To-
question?
to-
Well, my
each their
I
own.
would say it's both kinky and dangerous. She wanted me to use.
Oh, I think I know this story.
What is it?
The knife one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you told
Oh,
us about
you
this.
did tell us
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
carved in my
Was that
memory.
on the show?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think-
Oh, I gotta
Yeah,
find that
that's like
clip. This just made my
separately
editing
all
job so much harder. Like I had a girl
What?
once who was like one of my fantasies to be fucked at knife point. And she's like, I want you to fuck me at knife point.
That's different though. She
Oh
wants
my
to fuck you
God.
after
That's
knife
like
you.
Gave me a
different,
flashback.
bro.
I remember you saying that.
I
You
want
telling me that
my
story.
life to be in danger, and I want you to be on the verge of slitting my throat if I gyrate too heavily. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. And then one day we're doing it, and the knife thing, you know, the thing you put knives in, you know, in the kitchen, is there. So I'm like, okay. So I take the knife and I put the dull side to her neck, and she's like, it's not gonna work. So I was like, oh fuck. So I flip, and it's the big knife. So I flip the knife, and I'm like, and she's like, just press it into my neck a little bit more. And I'm just like, oh fuck, I might end up in jail tonight.
Why did I remember it kind of like a gun one time? Is it? Am I
No,
just
we
thinking about
have
The
a
Sopranos?
friend. No, we know somebody. Some of us on here who had sex with a cop who wanted the cop to put a gun in her mouth and to her temple,
Oh,
loaded.
We did talk about
Yeah,
this.
we did
though.
talk about this. I'm sure I
Yeah.
could find this. I'm sure I'll find the clip.
I do not
I have to say, the cops I've dated never did that. Like, they understood.
No,
like,
he
that
wouldn't do
was
it.
a
He wouldn't do it,
no-no.
and she was
Oh,
like,
okay,
"You're a
okay.
pussy." He's like, "I'll put it unloaded,
No.
but he wouldn't do it loaded."
Even that, you could have an accident.
No.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
do
like
that.
That
you
was-
can
Like,
get
what a
concussed.
stupid and embarrassing death that would be. Be butt naked with your head blown off.
But let me tell you something. Who would actually believe that, like, the
You
cop,
accidentally.
like exactly, like, they would charge the cop for forcing her to do sexual acts and then shooting her.
Wouldn't if they actually took the time to look at one of those like rape kit things for once instead of letting them sit and in processing forever, wouldn't they be able to kind of tell the
Would
difference?
you believe it though?
It would be like rough, but if they were having rough sex, you know, that could be.
They might have like
I do.
sex and like sort of things where they talked about it, so I feel like you could dig it up.
I actually wrote about a short story about this kind of stuff where she kills her husband and they're into
pistol.
BDSM and the bruises and the scratches are presumed to be from abuse rather than BDSM, and so she gets away with murder.
Wow.
I actually wrote
Yeah.
sort of a similar thing, but the girl is having sex with the guy and then she absorbs his like life force out of him, like,
Oh.
as the climax happens.
That's like
that's the only way she gets it. So.
Black Widow.
I have a niche. I like talking about sadistic, calculated murderers.
Y'all should watch Lost Girl.
We gonna have Lost Girl's Girl. Oh, good.
Lost Girl's Girl.
This is why women are obsessed with the ID network. Women are obsessed with the ID network. You can't find a man who watches the ID network, but it's all women. 95% of their audience is women.
Yeah, my mom, she always watches it, and now all of a sudden that seems to be the thing that I like to write about. I mean,
do you know what would be said if men were obsessed with watching shows about how to kill their wives?
My dad. That's why I've been worried. I've been like,
well, that's scary because
my mom's like, I think he's plotting it. He like watches the murder stuff all the time, and then I'll see people I went to college with playing dead bodies on the floor, and my dad's watching stuff nonstop. And I'm
Sheyne's like, what?
Are you going home for Father's Day, or are you like gonna chill?
I should probably come by. I haven't heard from her for a couple of days. No.
Speaking of police officers,
he probably wouldn't get away with it, but you know.
Speaking of police officers doing things or not.
Yes. Speaking of police officers, not necessarily them, just New York social workers and EMS are now going to be responsible for responding to non-violent health calls. The NYPD
mental health calls.
Yeah.
You just said health. You just said health.
Oh. Health.
They said non-violent.
Non-violent mental health.
Non-violent mental health calls.
I heard
20 more times.
No,
I said non-mental. I was like non-mental.
Non-mental.
I heard what I wanted to hear.
It's so bad because I can't hear myself most of the time because of these, so I don't always hear what comes out of my mouth.
We can hear you. I heard the right version of it, but
I
don't know why.
You speak well, so.
As she takes a sip. So just to give you reference, about 154,000 calls last year, go to 911 for non-violent mental health calls. About 1 in 5 New Yorkers struggle with mental illness.
She did so well with that one sentence, and then she said struggle.
Relate and struggle.
The struggle is real.
I can't get it out.
No, now you got her started.
No, you can't get it out.
This only happens to Ashley for like 10 minutes every 3 weeks.
Right.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Okay.
All right, take two.
Take two. No, I can't say it anymore. I can't repeat it.
Do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
You got it.
Don't look at us.
1 in 5 New Yorkers struggle with mental illness. So if a family is in crisis and it's non-violent, they're going to send these social workers or EMS to...
What the fuck is that?
I mean...
These people go to school for a long time.
I'm doing this because they're sending these individuals who they say they train into these situations that can easily become violent.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Ashley
yeah, but still, you shouldn't be like this, though.
Ashley is giving us... She's giving us her thoughts on it.
We know where you stand on
Yeah,
that.
I would say...
This is precursor to my thoughts.
Train them in karate.
Sorry.
But the question is, how are they being trained, and are they going to be able to actually handle these situations? Like, EMS is not trained to handle like domestic situations. This is what cops are trained for.
I mean, it works in many other countries where nonviolent offenders are met with compassion and actual training on how to de-escalate, and they have the ability to have like a panic button basically to, if shit goes wrong, the cops aren't far behind.
There's a better connotation to like a social worker or someone that isn't a cop. Sometimes in those situations where they can de-escalate it a lot easier. Like I said, I worked in clinics and stuff where we often had to do that because most people we believed came in already pre-annoyed. Like whatever, we would just assume that that's where they were coming
Not
from.
at 0, like you said before. Like
it's always a 2, and then exactly. And so we always just make sure that we come from a really gentle, like non-judgmental space. And it helps. It does help. Sometimes when you feel like somebody is an authority figure, it causes more problems than someone on your level saying, hey, I'm here to help you out. What do you need?
I would like to see it work, but my concern is just in those situations where it does escalate, what's put in place to prevent these social workers from becoming victims as part of a domestic violence situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be similar to rape counselors and rape social workers, where they go when there is a situation with domestic violence and rape, and they go to speak to them, and usually they would have like a direct
contact. Don't they
contact.
come to them, or do they go to like?
No, they can make house calls and stuff like that. I had a friend who did that for a while she was in college, and she said whenever it seemed like it would get to like if it seemed like it would be a dangerous situation, before she would even approach, like get inside, she would call a cop just to be outside waiting.
So she felt that way before going inside. She could tell.
Well, yeah. If you could hear screaming or something like that, where you sense that there is some violence going on, or something that you won't be able to handle on your own. Sometimes they also, I think, they traveled in pairs. I think that was another thing, to give them a little more strength in numbers, or like one person would stay outside to report to the police if anything. But I think there's interesting ways that we can do it that I think would be beneficial.
Mm-hmm. They're coming up with, I believe it was 25 teams of like mobile units that they're going to have like around the city. So more jobs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
You said 25 teams?
Mm-hmm.
More importantly, less death. That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm wondering if that's even enough. But I hope it is anyway. It should be, but
might be a pilot program kind of thing.
Right.
It definitely is. It's a start, but at the same time, I'm also thinking it's in addition to EMS and NYPD, as well as fire as well. So it's in addition to all those things. So hopefully 25 is enough with the offset of all the other groups.
I feel like it needs to be more, but
right, that's what I'm thinking.
It's a start.
But it's a start because see what changes
right
an evolution they need to make as it works.
Right.
I mean,
it makes sense.
When we were going to do this episode 2 weeks ago, I had a story in here about a gentleman who suffers from mental illness, who, while the family is comparing it to the George Floyd murder, it's a little bit more complicated than that, having watched the entire video, and most people are saying that. But regardless, it was a situation where cops responded to someone who had mental health, and because of like the nature of just seeing a police officer feeling threatened, you're already agitated, the escalation of it all, I immediately thought, and originally that was going to segue into this or vice versa, like how might having someone who was trained to handle this gentleman maybe saved his life, changed matters. And so I think it's
the week of the I guess it was the day that the verdict for Derek Chauvin was supposed to come out. There was a video that went around on the internet of this woman, I think it was in Minneapolis, who's sitting in the middle of the street, and you have people like recording her, and you see this woman, she's recording on Facebook. She walks up to the woman. She works with mental health patients. She didn't identify exactly what she did, but she works with people that have mental health issues, and the woman is sitting in the middle of the street while these cops surround her, and she's speaking calmly with the woman, but she's yelling at the cops, and because they want to obviously come in and get her out of the middle of the street and do what they always do, but she's there, and she calmly speaks to the woman, and then she starts getting agitated with the onlookers because nobody else is getting involved. Everybody's there doing what people seem to do nowadays, which is filming what's transpiring.
It's disgusting.
And she gets so agitated because she's like, nobody's going to stand out here and sit with her. Nobody's going to talk to her like she's a human being. Nobody's going to try to step in and be with her to make sure she's not another victim of this brutality. And, we are missing that completely, just in the way that the police deal with those kind of calls. Everything is really about establishing, I think Tatiana said it, establishing their authority, establishing their dominance. Like, I'm the one in charge. Don't mess with me. And it never gets to a point where they're trying to help. They just want to try to do it as neatly or as quickly as they possibly can. So hopefully.
I would say one of the biggest things with everyone, I learned something that someone told me, and I always found it to be really important. We all want to be heard. That's it. So if you come from a place that you're actually listening to people and you do things like active listening, like talking back what you're hearing so that they know that you understand where they're coming from, just things like that, they can change a whole situation completely.
Well said.
I wonder if they're gonna put these guys in uniform, or if they're gonna allow them to wear like plain clothes. Because do you think that there's a negative connotation with a uniform?
Well, not a police. Don't let them come in with a police uniform.
Well, of course not. But something similar, like a badge.
They'll probably have like
not even a badge, like
a lanyard thing with the. Yeah, it's that.
Like
what
lanyard,
Sheyne was showing us. That's what they're gonna do. Pretty much like any social worker would have in most cases. They'll just have one of those things with the clear case and.
EMS will still have their standard uniform, sure.
Of course.
You know.
Wait, so are they showing up only for domestic violence cases?
No, just not domestic violence at all.
Non-violent.
Non-violent.
Mental health.
Non-violent mental health.
I think that's what makes it tough for me because I think I'm kind of between. Puppy agrees with me.
Like no.
I'm kind of like I'm a little between the ideas because like I like the idea of like a different type of way of serving communities, but I do have some worries because like of course the police are failing to a certain extent, pretty hardcore in some spots.
It's also taking it off their
stuff.
plate because they're not equipped enough to like handle
Yeah, like they're failing, right? Because like I've said before, like I don't think it's something that people can actually do all the way. So like this group, like this, they're gonna fail a little bit too. I think that's probably why they're starting off with a small group, because the way that our culture is currently working, like the second there's like a whiff of a little bit of failure or like one little thing goes wrong,
there's gonna be
like,
scrutiny.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
like fall out doing this. People would freak out for like one little flaw. But like my only worry would be for the cases where it's like it does escalate, it does become something violent. Like one, there's no real way to predict that, and two, like already in the cases where police are sent in, there's like split second decisions that have to be made. Like how much of that time is afforded to the social workers if they have to play telephone and then reach out to somebody else? If they're in pairs, I do like that idea. I think
they would have to be in pairs, just
a strength in numbers kind of thing, just in case whoever you're meeting, because
right.
But they'll probably go in there with the EMS as well. It's probably gonna be a 3 to 4 person team,
right?
And and I will. I mean, like
it's trying, you know.
Like they deal with it. They deal with these calls already as it is. Now they're just not gonna have the added pressure.
They're gonna be the first course of action, I think, instead of like.
And there's gonna be faults. I think something police are very adept at doing is having plainclothes officers in plain sight where the perp doesn't know that they're there, so they can just pounce on them. Why not do that here? Why not have it be a 5-person team, 1 social worker, 2 EMS, and then 2 police outside or within earshot or panic button shot, to where the patient doesn't see them, doesn't know they're there, but if they need the help, if it does turn
everybody
violent.
there, but more so like, okay, social worker gets a call, the EMS goes with them,
so
one waits in a truck,
and
then the cop is within like maybe 2 minutes of them, or maybe like in the vicinity, so if it goes sideways, they can report in.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's it. We solved everything. We've done
Sheyne,
it.
go get this done.
Now, the thing is that
this is your man.
So where is this money coming from? Is it coming from the police? Is it coming from? Is it coming from taxpayers?
Probably from our tax dollars.
I mean, it's definitely from the tax, but I don't.
I mean, is it coming additionally from our tax dollars, or are they going to take it away from something else?
I wouldn't mind them reallocating funds that already given the police doing it.
I just think if that's the case, then there are going to be people that want it to fail.
If they let us keep some of our tax money too, I feel like a lot of these cases would go down. People would,
so that we can stop doing this. So it's like, stop taking my money.
Yeah, no, just let us keep a lot more of that tax money, and cases will cut in half.
I really hope it's
a good question, though. It's a really good question, though. It's a good question. I'd like to know that answer.
Yeah.
All right,
it's not our money, but you know what?
The internet now.
I take my tax money anyway, so who cares?
I would love for it to be taken from the police, because I think the police were given that role and were given that money to fulfill those roles. And if they can't, it's fine that we find an alternative, but then they shouldn't be funded for it.
They are taking tasks away from the police. It's true. So
So I would say I would like it to be that way, but then I feel what's going to happen, it's going to pit the police against the social workers.
What did you find? Sorry.
About 112 million has been allocated for the project. De Blasio announced plans to implement the citywide program while presenting his executive budget for the fiscal 2022 year.
So, okay. So we don't know yet.
Right.
That's a lot.
Because he's going to redo
Okay,
it.
so under the program, teams of 2 FDNY EMTs and 1 social worker will be available 16 hours a day to respond to nonviolent mental health calls.
16 hours?
Hiring and training are underway as of now.
Okay. I mean,
I better get paid well.
I want to learn karate and then do this. I feel like
EMS doesn't actually get
you would
paid
be
a
so
lot.
good.
Right at the karate or at the social working.
If I
would like to see
even
your
before
karate
even looking at you, if I just heard your voice and you're like,
I'll
I need
go
you to
with you to
sit
do the
down
karate.
and stay still and
Well,
calm
I'm
down.
going to try to find a new gym because I wanted to do kickboxing again.
Do MMA as the.
I feel like it would be like the mom voice, like, okay, put it down.
No, like you'd be like the hot mom in an anime or like you know like My Fairly Odd
Put it down,
Parents,
Hiroshima.
Not even now.
No, I'm like Ichi ni and that's it.
Oh, Sanchi.
Ichi
Go,
ni
Roku.
sanshi shu rokosichi hachiku ugu.
Arigato.
All right. You know what I learned last week? Huespidas. That
What's
means
that mean?
guest in Spanish.
I was gonna say, I was like, that's a Spanish for this.
I was gonna say, I was like, that's not Japanese. I was like,
Oh yeah, no, I can't take that.
That was hot.
When
The way you said that was really hot. I was like, damn.
That's gonna be the little
Forget
thing,
Daddy
right?
Darius. How you doing? Ooh.
Sheyne, do you remember when I used to do the lightning? You should just kick up the fire, and the sweat just dripping down Sheyne's screen.
It's no longer Daddy Darius, it's Tasty Tati.
To the walls. Oh wait, Beks.
Yes.
To the windows, to the walls.
Till the sweat.
To the window, to the wall. Oh, I got it.
Well, Miami balls.
Darius is Cherries.
Yo, Darius, we're gonna have that in slow motion when we have this episode, please.
Were the windows and the walls guys the same guy that did the Whisper song?
Mm-hmm. What do you see?
The Yin Yang Boys.
Oh, the Ying Yang twins.
Yin Yang twins.
I was gonna say the Ying Yang brothers, but I was gonna say it's really big. It's really big.
It was a really dirty song, but I think the whispering made me like totally enjoy the
tax returns.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys! I got my stimulus check.
Ooh,
I got the third one.
Stimmy.
I was there.
You got stimulated. Nice.
Oh.
Sheyne, what are you doing with your
I
finger?
like that. I'll just put that as my nickname, stimulated.
I'm so mad that they stole this idea. I feel like I could have been an artist, you know.
Oh my god. I would love to remake this music video, but have everyone in like little Victorian outfits, like, oh.
That would be hilarious.
Like twerking in Victorian outfits.
I feel like I've seen a Victorian twerking video, so I'm probably just stealing that. But like my brain is like been TikTok videos lately, which is so sad.
Yeah,
I heard there was an influencer who took TikTok.
Wait.
Who
Now it's your turn.
Yeah, now wait. This is,
Hang on, let me get the knife.
Oh,
I don't remember how to
usually
type
it just does a. But
yeah, I was waiting for that part after all of that. Come on.
I'm gonna get
There
my
was
knife.
a influencer who got beauty advice from TikTok, and she like scarred her like whole face apparently.
With retinol?
What?
I don't know. No, I mean I use retinol. That didn't do that to me, but
I started and like my skin's been all like bubbly and
it makes your skin like pretty dry. I know it does that. It dries my skin a little when I use retinol, but nothing like that.
And like it looks whiter than I have in my entire life, which I did not appreciate. I like lost a layer of skin. I'm like, I need all this stuff ever.
It's like also if you're an introvert, it's also because you're like to chill in the dark.
All right. So the next topic is.
So no more ball song, right?
No more balls.
No more balls.
No more seeing the dick.
Chapstick. I'm here.
We're transitioning out of the fun and back into the crisis. Again, globally, but Colombia is now in crisis. They've been going through a lot of mass protests related to anti-government between tax reform, poverty, police violent responses. Apparently, like 80 people are missing, and that is like directly related to the police. About 24 are dead as a result. About 550 people have been arrested for protests or violent riots. So it's a lot going on over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what is going on over there? That sounds crazy. I mean,
they're fighting for a better society. I think they're looking for a change across the board.
Yeah.
I legit thought I was watching something about Venezuela. Like, it's like, that's kind of like what I expected from like when you look at like the news in that country. Yeah. So it's like surprising because I don't know, maybe it's just like, I obviously don't pay attention to the news, but it was pretty big deal. Yeah.
So I guess the argument is whether or not we should help them through their crisis.
I mean, I don't think there's much that we can do to help them. I think it's all about the change that they can make in the way that they know how. They're literally fighting whatever and everything that the government stands for. Yeah. Like they want to tear down the institution and
is it corrupt? Is it knowingly corrupt?
Yes.
Yeah. It seemed like the police were kind of going over the top, or like the army or something, and then the government.
Yeah, the police are definitely going over the top, which is what enraged them. Like, we're talking about it here when it comes to individual cases, but there are tons of people going missing and getting hurt as a result of police responses.
And
wow, they're acting like the mafia.
And the president didn't seem to be too concerned with the people either. No. He said he was just arresting people.
Yeah, the government's doubling down too, promising to cut even more funding to social initiatives and the well-being of the people. It's kind of like it's very much come at me because I'll squash you, and they're treating them that way in the confrontations, and how they're conducting business as a government. And it's very corrupt. It's very unfortunate. Power to the people for fighting for their rights. And it's a very. It reminds me of what do you call it? From like 15 years ago, the Arabian Spring or whatever it was. I'm blanking. I apologize.
What did you say?
The Arabian Spring. Something like that. It was when protests had spread through the Middle East, in Egypt and in Syria and other places, where it was the push.
Take another sip of wine.
Yeah, exactly. the push and the fight for reform and change and a better democracy was happening, and it's a long hill. It's a long uphill climb that they have to fight. Yeah.
I got you. It's okay.
I love Sheyne.
That's what I felt when I sat down and started talking. I was like, I need to shut up.
It's there. It's just not coming out. But
okay, I remember.
But I do have one more.
It was going somewhere, and then it tanked.
Yes.
Like Egypt, the revolution.
Yes, the Islamic Spring, I think it was called. But anyway, that
I have to say, I'm personally conflicted with a situation like this because I would want to help them. I guess, help them out of that. But then you don't know I don't know what's going on in that country enough to know.
It's also, do you get involved? It's kind of like a bad relationship and you're kind of standing on the outside watching it happen. It's like, what can you actually do? Like, do you put yourself inside of the situation and affect change?
Or if it's talking about like the death of people radical and stuff. I don't know.
America can't always meddle though.
But here's the thing.
If we can meddle when we don't need a medal, then we should meddle when we.
That's exactly it. Because the reason the majority.
So silver or gold.
We should meddle with Venezuela. Bronze. Venezuela has no produce, no food. That's where we should meddle.
But here's the thing: we have, and that's the. Looking back at history of how the U.S. is responsible for the majority of corrupt governments in Central South America and the Caribbean is one of absolute oppression, extermination, brutality, manipulation financially in their food system. I can't think of it. The works. I'm drunk. But we have meddled for decades in all agriculture. Thank you, Beks. Ooh. That is a problem when I'm more lit than Beks. But it's a new show. But we've meddled in all of that for so long to ensure our dominance over this hemisphere, over this side of the globe, over the entire globe. And we've enabled and empowered these governments to do what they do to the people of their country who are fighting back. And we're not going to get involved. We can throw support behind the people and word all we want. Our government can throw their verbal support, but in actuality, they're not going to do it because it would then force us to look at what role we've played in what's happening to the people. And we're not going to do that. We're never going to want to do that, our government. And by empowering those people, were the people overthrow the government and institute something different, we would lose dominance and power and wealth. And so America already has meddled in Colombia and Venezuela and Cuba and Mexico and you name it. And we're not really... And this is exactly what happens when you meddle. The people rise up and then they get killed.
We put people in power and then we think we're doing the right thing, picking the lesser of the two evils, and then we fuck that up too. So sometimes it's just better not to...
Really, it's about it's not the lesser two evil. It's who's going to be friendliest to our.
Who's going to play ball with us?
Who's going to play ball financially with us? Exactly.
But it just always goes to shit, and it's of course we should do charitable things, but at a certain point, it's just a country will have its own culture and way of being and how its people want to operate. Whatever it is, and you got to just kind of let it do its thing.
Yeah.
Now, some are corrupt to death, but
I'm telling you,
when we talk about
if
Arabic countries, we gotta leave them alone.
If we put that into historical context, though, and there was Hitler and stuff like that, exactly. It's there are moments, and I feel I just wish it wasn't such a hippie radical idea to just help people and make sure that
you're my favorite hippie.
You're right though.
No, but no human experimentation. We were after Japan when it happened. We're after Germany with the bullshit. But a country that has people protesting because its president.
If it's something that's obviously corrupt, where people are going missing and the government is not there for their people, which is the purpose of a government. We
haven't done it in Mexico. There are ditches full of dead bodies of women, and we're not doing it.
But like Darius said, they play ball with us, and so we turn the blind.
That's where we get the avocados.
Our number one friend in the Middle East.
I don't want to have blood avocados.
Our number one friend in the Middle East is Saudi Arabia, who is number 2 or number 3 on the human rights violators in Amnesty International of every recognized government. And they're our best friends over there. Why? Because they play oil ball with us. And that...
Who?
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And so it's and then you look at, and we'll transition into this, and I'm only speaking for myself, not for anyone else in this podcast right now. Only my own opinions. But you look at what's happening to the Palestinians in Jerusalem right now with the Israeli occupying human rights violating force. That's only my opinion. Others may differ on this because the second you touch on Israel, all of a sudden, well, then you're doing a bad thing. Then it gets real. You can say anything you want about everybody else, but then it gets real. You look at what's happening in the... I'm probably not pronouncing these right, but the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood in Jerusalem, which is home to 3,000 Palestinians who are refugees from an ethnic cleansing back from the war in 1948. 550 Palestinians are facing being evicted, removed. In October, the Israeli court ruled to forcibly evict 12 Palestinian families from that neighborhood, and now it's just growing, and to the point where they've attacked mosques while women and children were praying, firing tear gas, firing grenades, shouting, dancing in the streets. Yimach Shaman, which means may their names be erased, regarding the Palestinian people. And there's a lot of upcry, more than ever before. There were clashes today at the Israeli consulate in New York City between pro-Israeli protesters and pro-Palestinian protesters. And it's truly, for me at least, it's very obvious what is happening. I can't personally support BLM or Trans Lives Matter or any cause or Native American Lives Matter or anything without looking at the simple truth of these people have been forcibly removed from their homes. They had no say in the process of what took their lands away from them decades ago. And what has continued to happen is they've lived under occupation, literally surrounded by walls. And it's very disturbing, and yet Israel remains one of our best friends, right along with Saudi Arabia. Go figure that in the Middle East. And again, I only speak for myself. Come at only me, please. I don't speak for anyone else in this, because like Darius said, once you speak about Israel, it gets real.
No, I'm too ignorant for you to speak for me. So, right now.
Yeah, I don't have enough. I'm piecing together all my knowledge about what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't have enough to really make an informed comment. Yeah. But I mean, just from a surface level, just seeing everything that's taking place, and I think I can say this safely without
Sheyne only
damning myself.
Without Beyonce coming at you.
Nala.
Our obligatory Beyonce reference.
Every episode. I'm just so terrified of becoming famous now.
Why?
Because, what if I, save a baby out of a burning building and I get to meet Beyonce and then, some internet troll digs it up and is like, she didn't like you in Lion King. And then she's like, I have it tattooed on my heart. I have it on my walls in my mansion on the 27th floor. I don't want to meet Beyonce and have her think I didn't like her.
But maybe she was she'd get upset and sing a song about you, and then
she's still bootylicious to me. I just want her to like me, because if I met her, I would really want Beyonce to like me.
You can't be bootylicious without Michelle and Kelly, okay, guys?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
It needs to be the whole crew.
Can all right.
Sorry. Back on the important topic.
That's when Beyonce was starting to let other people sing.
Ho Everything I just said was not controversial. Now,
a Dream Girls fan.
I think it's time that we transition.
I think so.
Transition into the next segment.
Segue. Now for the celebrations of episode 10.
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration, bitches.
Chins of surprise.
No, it's supposed to be 10 chins only. Just
10 chins. Oh. I already had 2.
So we all need a double. Yeah, all of us would a double.
I have 10 chins, so shut the fuck up.
Oh.
I love you.
Damn.
That was harsh, man.
All right, so let's circle back to all the times where Sheyne was happy. All her favorite moments.
Oh, is this gonna be clips? Oh, I thought we were just gonna
Well, you gotta narrate. You gotta tell us what your favorite moment was from the show and why.
Let's just go around and continue to see who has what. So
I'll go first.
Okay, go.
Because I want to take it before anyone else does.
Shit.
Sheyne, drunk as a skunk, doing weird things to the fake little Pillsbury Doughboy thing.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, please.
Yep.
It made me really uncomfortable, but it's the most alive I've ever felt this year.
Look. This is its penis. Clearly, it's a black child. So.
Sheyne is gesturing with the doll.
I'm changing a diaper. Can you calm down? All right, fine. I'll make it a white baby. So.
I think it's a white baby.
So you have to go like this, so that the penis.
You have to move the pee-pee.
I pointed at the baby's face because if you're gonna try to go on me, haha, joke's on you, baby. You pull that diaper, it's all fucked up. You're like, fertilizer, and you throw it away.
You put the piece of paper under the baby.
You put the diaper under the baby.
You make
after
a
you put
little origami shape thing.
And then the baby's done. What was your guys' take on that demonstration? The diaper demonstration. I mean, I think it's
for a demonstration.
I think it's one of our more famous clips.
I think we need to get into like a slow-mo of like you showing like how to... Exactly
like that.
That
was like it got weird. You're like, this is a white baby.
It was so
white baby.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
It was.
You're like, this
it was
is
very detailed.
It's a black baby.
I mean, I know it's a stereotype and all, but I mean, it's dare I say, a good one. All us white guys live in fear of that. All of us. If we let's face it, let's be real. Men out there, we all know we're talking about. Darius doesn't understand this. Actually, maybe he understands in reverse. If someone who is not of the black persuasion were to hear that a woman's last boyfriend was black, they're like, "Fuck." I don't know, Darius. Maybe you can tell me. If you hear a girl's last boyfriend was a white guy, you kind of like, "I got this." Yeah.
Don't worry, girl. I'm gonna make it all better.
It's so true.
You can't judge anybody on their last thing.
But I digress.
No, you can't.
You don't even know who the things they boned between that. They might have been hitting the whole rainbow.
Well, I'm just saying the last person, the last partner,
the last partner,
the last
you know,
partner.
It's like that. It's like that commercial where they all hold hands around the world. That's what I
hands around the world.
Thank you.
It's gonna be in Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky.
Hanna, what was your favorite moment from the show? No.
I saw her. No. I saw her liver.
My liver! Ow! Baby girl, not my Deep Space Nine shirt.
So cuddly today.
I'm trying to think.
I have one.
All right, Ashley, you go.
It's hard for me to remember.
Yeah.
Out that window.
Why. You know where you are.
It's going out that window. Darius and his candle.
A lotion, a candle, or a shower gel.
What would be a lotion, a candle, or a shower gel? For me, throw that candle right out the window. That would not be no friggin' candle.
What? Did a candle burn down your childhood home or something?
See? Which y'all not gonna, okay?
Oh, shit.
Think about it. Candles, right? Okay, you gonna sit there and you just gonna light them. You just gonna light me on fire and then watch me burn. Bring a candle in here, it's going out. You see that? That's a window.
Darius, has your opinion changed at all on candles since?
Yes, I told you guys that my coworker, she makes candles, and she gave me one. And then I looked at it,
out the window.
Very briefly, I thought about it, but I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't, because it's a wonderful candle.
What's the scent? Give us the deets.
Did you light it?
I haven't lit it yet. I just smelled it. So, where's the candle? Let me see if I can find the candle.
It's like Tati.
He's serious. So you like candles now, but you didn't even like the one candle you like.
No,
because he likes it so much, he doesn't want to kill the candle.
It's a nice little candle.
Cool.
Can I segue into my second favorite?
Yes.
Oh.
That's not a candle.
It's very small.
That's why. It's a baby candle. It's a little bandle.
Are you sure it's not a cigar? What's it smell like?
That's the kind of thing they would search on To Catch a Smuggler. Like, that's not even real.
Darius full of grace.
It matches your shirt.
Yeah, it does.
Can we light that at the wedding?
Not this candle. We'll have candles to light.
He's like, don't light my candle. I light this candle now.
He has to light candles because he's not the boss.
Like melon.
Yeah, you have to describe it to us.
Yeah, it's like a melon, like you said.
Oh, like you are not selling it.
Well, okay, so that was gonna be my segue there into my favorite moment of Tati's when it's literally like this with the microphone.
Go. I gotta find all these.
Make sure you're speaking into the mic.
So I tested it and I thought it was better. I thought I figured out where I'm supposed to talk, like right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I'm gonna talk like right
here.
No,
you're good.
Not quite that.
It's just because I turned my head everywhere, so I was like, just.
Oh yeah, it's because you move.
It's like the ADD. It's the ADD.
That was like the clearest you've been.
Oh, like right here.
He just wants you to
just do that. Put it in your mouth.
No, you guys tried to take pictures the last time. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, now I'm thinking of all my bad moments rather than good moments. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No, they're fun. They're cute.
Oh, you see, I thought we were all going around about Sheyne.
No, we're just going around our favorite moments in general.
Our favorite moments in general?
Yeah.
Sheyne, what about you?
I mean, mine's like less, like, there's not even a clip to this. I mean, I guess the diaper was pretty classic, but like, I honestly, like, when we were unsure whether or not we'd be able to handle transitioning from really serious stuff with a comedic commentary without it being offensive into the funny, and we succeeded, and we continue to succeed to this day. And also when I made everybody fucking cry. Like, I mean, I like making people cry. Like, fuck all you motherfuckers.
Since, you know, we all kind of got a little deep here, we should probably take like a few minutes just to kind of like get us a little up before we go to bed.
Can we say what's the one thing that makes us the happiest?
This show?
That might make me cry too.
Knowing that death is coming soon.
Oh, wow.
What makes me happiest is Tati was very audible this week.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the day we became a family as opposed to just people who have good chemistry together.
That was the day that I loved you guys more because
we went from dating into a relationship
to friendship.
For a minute, I thought Sheyne was actually going to circle back and say how terrible my transitions have been.
He's going to circle back.
Here's the thing. I edited a lot of those out because, especially there was that one that we all, like, I mean, it was...
I like that one.
Because you didn't
it's
expect
like Voldemort. It's
I had
the moment that shall not be.
Yes, exactly.
I think I liked our first episode a lot because it was like the first time we ever spoke to each other.
Yeah,
and I was like social anxiety, paranoid, like fuck, what I get myself into? I don't know.
Me too, Beks.
And I was like,
I was like, you're gonna stare at these people and say what?
I haven't talked to anyone outside of a work contact, so I'm like, what am I gonna be like talking in like stats and abbreviations? Like I was like, I don't know who I am anymore. What if I'm saying something stupid? But then we're talking about baby, it's cold outside, and we were just having a blast.
Yes.
Nasty because they were talking about young girls.
Even like the Beatles, when I saw her standing there, or, you know, baby, it's cold outside, or something like that, or and I've said to people, it's only a recent thing.
Cold outside away from me, okay?
It's you listen to those lyrics.
I have.
They are the rapiest things on earth.
No, there is consent built into there. She wants to. The whole. Okay, I argued about this the other day. The whole point of the song is that
let's hear it. I want to hear it.
She lives in a society where she's not allowed to have sexual pleasure or desire, right? And she's trying to find any excuse possible to stay. She will have another drink. Oh, it's cold. It's too late for me to go home now. She's finding every excuse to stay because she wants to fuck. That is the point of that song.
Day one, Ashley is saying nasty things to me. She like broke the ice, and I was like, she doesn't even know me, but she knows me. I immediately felt so comfortable.
I thought the
dynamic was so good.
I told Sheyne at first I wasn't sure we were going to be able to fill a full hour.
Yeah.
And here we are, and it's like 2 and 3 hours.
Well, you messaged me. You were like 8 because what we do, we have in the Google, like, it's a standing event every Tuesday, 8 to 10 p.m. It never stops at 10 p.m. But nor does it start at 8. But she was like,
especially
Rebecca, but
I feel so bad for you guys. I'm like 2 in the morning.
I love how Tati and Darius are like mad chill. They're like, hey, is it okay if I'm like 10, 15 minutes late? Whatever. Beks, 8:10. I'll be there in a minute. 8:20.
I was
almost there.
13.
I'm kidding. I'm only half kidding. But
Beks is how I time everything. So if she's here, I'm really late. If she's not, I'm on time.
I tried to give you a heads up though, because I was like on the couch and I just really couldn't resurrect. I was like,
when you said that, I came on 5 minutes later because I'm like, she's probably gonna take some time.
I was like, when I saw that, I was like, okay, I can get some strawberries and cherries.
I was like, share. You did me like this. I was like, none of you are going to be like, this week, like, it's me. I'm going to be 5 minutes late. Guys, I got to do charity.
Well, no one ever logs on at 8 o'clock. Only me. I'm on to like 7:50 just so I open the room. But it's like, yeah, I mean, speaking of the first episode, I was just like, shit. I was going over in my head for like 2-3 weeks. Like, who would work well together? Like, I want at least like 5 people.
Yeah, you little creep.
Yes.
Sugar spike.
Oh, no.
Look, it's Mike again.
You gotta go like this.
Yeah.
Just get you a little ball cap so that
Exactly. But look. I was kind of like, I knew the two givens were Beks and Ashley, because Beks and I had just come off of working on another project, and I was like, I want to work with her again, because the first time we ever worked together, we orbited each other in the arts world for a while through mutual friends, but never really
call him at 2 a.m, like, I don't know how to use this program. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a process, that last project, but I was like, I want to work with her, and she's like the comedic one. And then Ashley, having worked on the Cerrone podcast, like I knew like we needed to like branch off and do something else, because that had for time reasons had fallen to the wayside. And I was like, all right, who do I know that's in the arts world who will not be an asshole about like, oh, are you paying me, or like, are you this, are you that, or like who brings a unique perspective? And I was like, okay, like I haven't worked with Tati in a long time, but I always enjoyed working with her. I mean, we haven't been on screen together since 2015, and still,
yeah, it's been like, it was like a random message, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
I was like, but really because you post so many interesting things, from both absolutely ridiculous toilet human hilarity to like social like justice things, and I'm like, shit, that fits perfectly what I'm trying to do. And then I'm like, all right, who's the last one? And I'm like, oh, fucking, I don't know if Darius has the time for this, because he's getting married, he's trying to get a home, he's working in person, but like, he is the moral compass. I'm like, oh shit, that would really jive like, well.
We needed the nice one. We need a nice one.
But you don't know.
Nice one that silently
but like with surprising opinions.
No, I would. Yeah.
But you don't know.
I feel like the deal breaker vote.
I will say most
really know which way Darius is going to go with things.
Most improvement in talking was Darius, because Darius said for a while.
Yes.
We got to get him a trophy that says, "I'm one of those little plastic trophies."
Most improved talker.
You're gonna make me choke.
Wait, I have a question. So
most used to not say anything.
Most improved. Darius is most improved for talking.
Darius, this is for you. Most. It did say world's greatest mom. It's with her urn, but this is for you.
I had a grandpa one.
I was like,
wait, hold on. I just got an award. I just want to thank you.
All right, Darius, I want a speech. Speech.
No, I went through all this time not talking, and now you guys want me to speak.
We're playing you off. We're playing you off. Sorry.
Go ahead, Ashley.
I was gonna say, thinking of most improved, Beks, did you get a new chair?
No, I got embarrassed from sitting in my dining room so much with the squeaks. So I'm in my office knowing that it probably annoys the people next door a lot. And they're gonna murder me. That's why I was really weird in the beginning, because I have to get drunk to be
I will say
the devil.
I will say. So yeah, that was a proud moment when everyone jived. But I will say, most depressing moment, worst moment, was when we no longer had the donuts. And then this week,
in loving memory.
Of the
donuts.
In memoriam.
Not everybody, because Beks missed it. You guys did get to see the donuts.
We did on Game
Night. Oh, yeah.
Darius, you know what? I need you to, and I'm going to cut this part out.
You guys have to make me feel so shitty for trying to keep this damn job.
And then also, now this week,
take that Walking Dead.
The Tabasco background. I miss it.
This is the first place I ever recorded in. You guys don't remember it?
I know, but I love the Tabasco.
I do remember, because wasn't there a pillow of Danny DeVito?
Yes.
Yeah. I used to sit on his face, the pillow. I'm working my way there, but no, it's just I took the pillowcase off because I want to wash it.
I wonder why.
It didn't go as good. I'm sorry.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's exactly what you meant. We know what.
Jeez, Danny. Jeez.
All right, so who hasn't gone?
Wait. I have another most improved moment. Tati. I can hear you now.
Mm-hmm. Well, because we figured out today that she's been using the wrong damn mic. Wait, this is unfocused.
I made sure. I was like, let me move my computer screen a little more to the right so I don't veer off like this, like I usually do. So, yeah. At least this time I took off. I feel like I improved too because I took off my headphones.
Well, usually your mic is. It kind of sounds like. I got that real.
It's hard to control the volume of a voice because I'm so ripped sometimes.
You don't know how loud or
I feel like I'm talking.
It's like me with my words where I just randomly cut off.
Tati's mic is like
really
going through a drive-through late at night.
Right now, but I just found a long blonde hair on my liquor bottle. Is this from the liquor store, or should I be worried?
Hey, Beks. I saw you earlier today.
Just see if you find it anywhere.
No, I know where it's from. I know where it's from. That you used to have blonde hair and you found it on Danny DeVito's face.
No, that's not me. It's been a long time. This is a soft blonde hair. This is like
not the Hispanic course.
Nothing jagged.
And it's kind of curly. This is not my boyfriend's hair. This is not my hair.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna keep it in this jar as evidence.
You know what you should do? Yeah, exactly. You should be like, "What's this?"
Did you ever see that meme where it's like, she goes, "I know you," or wait, there was like no hair. It's a bald girl, and she was like, who's the bald no hair bitch that you're cheating on me with? I don't remember. It was so bad.
That was a hard start, though, Tati. I thought you'd be like, have you ever had a dream where you could do anything?
No, I'm not that kid.
I can watch this shit forever. There's like a remix DJ like whatever like song to that.
What was that?
The little kid that tries to say.
Oh, not you, her.
Wrong.
Stop that. Her.
Me, her?
No, I'm trying to tell Sheyne to stop so that you
What?
can do it instead. But no, not you, her.
Huh?
I don't know who her is.
You started.
You, Beks.
You, Beks. Because you started with the song, so I was like, oh, what was that?
No, it's like, have you ever had a dream?
No, I wanted you to make the sound.
Anything?
I just wanted you to make that sound that he's making. Exactly, I like hers better.
I wonder why.
Darius, I don't think you've gone yet. What's your favorite moment?
My favorite moment. I really love the Mortal Kombat review.
Mm-hmm.
I will ask you one question and clarify. How did you think that this guy living in 2021 could have been the son of a man from 1650?
Well, so once that hit us, we were like, oh, okay.
I would have picked Bloody Phoenix.
Bloody Phoenix!
You made her look bad with the mathematics of time travel. So I think I'm gonna have to pick Balls Queef.
Balls Queef. Darius, the man who rides to the left. Who won?
I gotta give the balls to Ashley. The time, 16, like Sheyne said, 1650 versus 2021 or 2020 is yeah.
Ashley fatality.
I thought you were gonna say Beyonce.
I was like, fuck her.
No, I like Beyonce, and you guys slander. You guys act like I don't, and you act like I slander her instead of telling the truth about her. Honest.
There was one character in particular, and everyone's gonna hate me for this. But Beyonce's voice.
Yes.
Completely out of
Everything
it.
about this. Yes. This is where I'm gonna get canceled by the Beehive. Is Beyonce a good actress? Anywho.
Hope you had fun with that, Beyonce.
So does anyone have any other moments they want to share before I read our reviews?
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
I'm gonna crawl.
You have more moments?
She's got a page full.
I wrote things down.
Jesus fuck!
Wait, I like the game. The game we had with Ashley. I like every time Ashley's ever had to like Google stuff for us when we're doing the Neville Have We Evel.
That was fun.
I like when Sheyne made us cry. I love when Darius tried to throw the candle out of the window imaginarily. And I also really liked when he said, I wouldn't do that on broad day on Broadway.
Can I ask you a question? Why would Danny DeVito bring about Hulk classes?
Well, let's see if he's on her.
She'd do him at any time.
I think that he could get the #1 penguin spot.
So, I'll ask you this: Danny DeVito, Broad Day on Broadway. Is that how he could get it? Could he get it broad day? Would you do him broad daylight on Broadway? Broad day.
No.
I was like,
I love it whenever Tati's puppy just
pops out of the
Oh my God, yeah.
from the pillows. Those are real Harry Potter movies. I thought they were like based on the rides. Where's Tati going?
She's got to pee again.
Also, I just covered. Wait.
All right, let's talk shit about. Oh, look there, her dog's moving.
This is good. And then I'm sorry, Tati, but I do like the time where you went away, but you left your microphone.
That's on my list.
I was not going to bring it up myself.
Wait, do you think she can hear us? Is her headphones in? Do you think we can talk shit about her and do oblivious Tati?
Oblivious Tati.
She had her.
Wait, listen.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Everyone's like
like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Now it's muted. Oh, can't we mute her?
She muted herself.
I can't.
You dealt with it with such grace.
You really did.
You did.
You really did.
Look at her face like, yeah, okay, guys. Okay, I think there's one we didn't
If people only knew though, like the behind the scenes of me haggling like with her to try to get her to allow me to keep it in, like, okay, what do I need to do? What if I do this? What if I do that? What if I do that? I'm like bargaining with her, and she was such a team player, and she let us keep it in.
Of things. There's like Weinstein, and then there's.
I was gonna say, like, if we make it, that's gonna be like, Tati could totally be like, he made me keep in my peeing. He's a prick. He's a bastard. Cancel.
That's told me about how he stabbed
$1 billion.
All of a sudden, it's a 4-person show.
Shut up. These are like plans that are not supposed to be out.
All right, what about WAP and when Sheyne walks in with the chili can?
Oh my God, do you hear what they're talking about? They're getting a little too graphic. And
I don't know the word, Darius. Do you want to recite a few lines?
No.
Sure, what does WAP stand for, Darius? Sheyne. Drunk Sheyne.
Oh no, he's gonna play it.
Oh no.
He's playing it now.
7 days a week. Wet ass pussy. Make that pull out game weak.
Sweet. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
This is gonna go down in history.
Let's just watch this go down.
I'm done.
What does that smell like?
I thought you were asking us what WAP smells like to us.
Maybe next week Sheyne will be back. Oh, here. I forgot about that.
We have failed. Ashley, you killed it. These are already better than all of them.
Oh man.
Oh wait, and then the off-air.
We know who's paying attention.
Oh yeah, the off-air commentary where we didn't record anything, and Beks got
A FRAN?
I wanted to use that, but
On
that
the
wasn't
chair.
like that wasn't filmed.
Darius
right?
missed that.
I missed it.
It was
can't
good shit.
It was
Yeah.
endless
I
debate.
got on a soapbox and I told them about how passionately I felt about animal rights.
No,
And then showed
you
your
got on
ass.
your soapbox about not being able to understand how you're the tallest woman on this show.
And
I'm
you
just
showed
so
us
glad my chair didn't break.
on that
I hope I only
soapbox,
showed you
aka your hair,
And you
not
showed
us
your butt.
Yeah.
As long as it was cute, it's okay. I can't be on Tinder. I gotta do it somewhere.
We've also had some good like off-air commentary where Shayne's always like, "Damn it, I wish I recorded this."
Yeah.
All the time.
It's like every
It
time.
seems like we
All the
loosen
time.
up, so by the end of it, we're just saying whatever the fuck.
It's when all the drinks finally like settled in.
It's when the vaping begins and the pot smoking begins and the heavy
What?
drinking
That never
begins.
happens. What are you
Yeah, I don't know
talking
about
about?
I'm not saying with
Actually.
whom, Darius, but I'm just saying it's not Darius. It's not Darius. It's not anybody.
They all know it's not me.
They know it's not me.
Everybody knows it's not me. I don't do those things.
Well, I'm a little
I remember everything that happened.
I'm a little sneaky, so.
If we ever release the after show,
What is
after
this?
show?
Okay, so
The after
sneaky.
show.
Well, we had a close to an episode where someone started using a product, and I was like, we haven't actually signed off yet, and they were like, they just put it under the desk.
It took them a minute to realize what was happening.
Is that what
and
happened?
I think, yeah, it took them a while, and I guess they were.
I'm trying to remember if it was magically me, and I don't remember. It wasn't Chico.
I think it was, girl. I really do. I think it was.
Does your shirt say waking up? Ashley,
What?
are you literally waking up?
Waking up is hard to do.
Hard to do.
Did you put that on for me because of my message,
absolutely.
or was I being that crazy because it gave you hilarious?
No, it's for you.
We have
Totally.
I thought that was a
Full on-
message to the guys. Waking up is hard because that's
That sounds
That
like
is
a
where-
autobiography.
it is-
that is when it's the hardest.
Sorry, we can't see it. Ashley, just.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, I got one today too.
It hit my
what do
ears.
you
This
have?
is my
I see
pajama
marble.
shirt.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
like it.
Yes.
That is
Kick
excellent.
ass.
I love it.
I love it.
That
That's
reminds
awesome.
me of the old, what was that, like the old X-Men, like Sega Genesis game of X-Men?
No, that's
That
like
was
a
like
browser.
the 60s.
That was a great one, Tati. Oh,
Yeah, that was
yes,
like the
that,
first.
That X-Men was excellent.
I
Yeah.
miss X-Men. Wait, when we all talked about how much we loved X-Men, this was like, oh, we got this in common. Like, we talked about old shows that we liked. Darius was crying in the corner
Oh,
about
and
Captain
remember
Planet.
when Captain Planet, when we put the song on, the X-Men theme song.
Yeah.
And we're all like,
That's
yeah,
always
theme
a
song.
banger.
That was like my first taste for like what you call it, soap opera.
What?
X-Men was my
X-Men?
first taste of like a soap opera. Because it was really dramatic for me at like what, 6 years old.
There were no other telenovelas before that? You were watching Rosalinda? I am no.
Or Miss Patty.
That's another thing. That's an ongoing thing. Like
That girl got me fucked up.
that's like an ongoing, recurring thing as well. Like with the Beyonce thing, not as obvious and blatant and gratuitous as Beyonce, but like Beks doing an impersonation of a telenovela.
Mi corazón, my heart, mother, mi madre. I feel like this.
She's
That
done
would
that a
be
few
great,
times
Asher.
now.
Joel.
I think we did that at the exact same time.
I think we need a whole segment where she just responds as a telenovela.
Yeah,
I think
that's-
Beks, can you for me? Are we? I don't know how far close we are at the end of these like best of moments, but when I'm reading the comments, can you have commentary in telenovela format?
Okay, only if I can wear a funny hat.
You can.
you can do whatever you want.
Go get your hat.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Wait.
Time for me to make my mother proud.
Anyone else have any funny moments?
No.
Now,
I think
did
we're
you
about to
finish
make
yours?
one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I
wasn't sure.
think our mutual disappointment with Coming to America too. It was like we all knew we were feeling the same way, and we're all trying to make it feel good, but we're all like, I don't know.
Was that was like the first thing we ever had to like critique, right?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
It
That's
worked
why we
out.
didn't know what we were gonna do.
Oh, the bloody tampon thing I found hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I've
that was
never.
That has never been a funny situation at all.
There she
I
is.
love the glasses.
Oh,
Oh wait, where's mine?
you look
My
so-
man won these for me on my birthday. He drank beer out of a flamingo faster than anybody else at Drag Queen Bingo.
So
I
I
knew we were
went,
doing good.
I went to the sex museum with my cousin, and I now have a crown that says sex god.
Did you bounce on the boobs? Because that's what I always wanted to do.
No, I didn't do that, but I got on the little bull, and I rode around on him, and I was like,
The
oh,
balls?
the bull.
Mm.
Also, I won a unicorn because I was the fastest at jerking off the dicks that came in the wall.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, I with that.
All right, so moving on to commentary. All right, Bex, are you ready for the commentary?
Wait, can you hear when I'm chewing on these nuts?
Unicorn.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, it's cute though.
It
Oh, I
was
thought you meant
It is cute.
Okay, actually, I thought you said I want a unicorn. I was like,
No. I won.
That won't be hard for you to find.
I received it.
I
As a result
heard they
of
were
playing
sold out on Amazon.
I'm gonna leave this
All
guy
right.
here.
Are you guys ready for the commentary?
Let's ignore him one more
Hold on.
time.
The library is in.
Beks, I need to hear a little telenovela so I can start. Okay. The first commentary. I watched the rest of your show. Good topics to discuss. I think I would make your four friends' head explode as an angry, disenfranchised white man.
Oh.
Head exploding emoji.
Wait,
I
what?
feel like those are fighting words.
I said suck it in
Yeah.
Spanish.
Okay.
Oh.
In a nice way, though.
Hanna,
Thank
I'm
you for
reading.
being a fan.
Exactly.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Comment number 2. Tatiana and Darius don't speak much, but when they do, it's super powerful.
I agree.
You.
Right, that's
No,
too
that
deep.
makes us feel good.
Oh, yes.
Beks, I need more. Come on, let's
Thank you
go.
for that.
I can't say nothing in Spanish to them. It's too true.
If-
Now I
if-
just say Spanish foods if you don't
Comment
know, like,
number
what
3.
to say.
Exactly. Just say random Spanish words. No one's gonna know.
Yeah.
If I didn't know you personally, I'd say story time is all bullshit. But I know it just means that you were once cool. This is obviously in reference to me.
Batata con mayonesa. What?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
That got me a little hungry.
All right, now we have an
understood that
Ashley specific comment. I don't want to know what that means. Cat ears is that dream tomboy girl that I wish my girlfriend was more like. Don't say my name if you read this on air. My life is miserable enough.
What?
So, like, they wish you,
Oh,
they wish you were more like their girlfriend was more like you, Ashley. So take solace in that.
Maybe we need to do a 101.
All right.
How to get your girlfriend to be a little tomboy 101.
Ooh, we can
El
do that.
hombre de mi vida.
Oh. Alright.
Okay, here's the next comment. The dark-haired girls look alike. Are they sisters? I can't tell them apart. I stopped watching because of that and because I couldn't tell what anyone's age was, except for Sheyne, who keeps announcing that he's 40.
Mama Melo.
Hey, girl,
That is-
sis, how you doing?
I know twinsies.
Twinsies.
No, she's talking about you and Beks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
Beks and
yeah,
Ashley
no.
apparently look alike.
Ashley
I don't know.
That's what I was saying.
Oh,
I
I thought.
saying they were
You can't
twinsies.
tell that our voices are different
Okay,
at all.
Or that-
this is a comment
that
from
you're
Balls.
Different people.
I mean, I also have.
Oh, wait, I
Over
want
the
to hear
age
what,
of 13.
what did he say?
This is a comment from Balls.
What did who say?
From Balls from last week from
from Balls.
yeah.
Balls.
Who to
Balls,
preface this,
please.
he bought a company where people LARP like in the forest dressed as like live action D&D. So he goes,
Oh, wow.
I watched part of episode 3. So any of them want to LARP? LOL.
Yeah. Can we
We can
have
do
a
that.
segment where
If
we
you
can do
want,
it?
we can do a weekend like in the fall in the forest as a team of LARPers, miserable as fuck in the mud.
Solo si me puedo.
I'd want to be like undercover. Like we have to be undercover and.
Well, we
be
have to
the
pick our
LARPers
costumes like
and
elves,
get-
dwarves. Like
Well,
we
yeah.
have-
So my old hairstylist, she actually creates like gear and stuff for the LARPers. Like she just started doing this like a few years ago, and I thought it was super cool. So,
Like
yes.
cosplay
Okay,
stuff.
well, Ashley's
It's-
down. I'll let him know Ashley's
it's like
down.
a world that's fully immersed, so it's not like you're carrying around like your phone or anything.
No,
like you're
no
actually
phones.
like in the moment,
No,
and like
That's
you're living
Craigslist
like back in the day.
No,
kind of
you
thing.
gotta like you become like a witch or something. Make your phone into a book, and then you're just like, oh yes, it's
I have a question.
Okay.
There's a version of this that's not like some weird sex kink. Do me
It's
a
not. No, no.
latex.
It's like
Just-
No.
it's literally live action Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll forget it. Then I'm done. I
I
don't
don't know how to
do
play
it.
that shit either.
Why?
Fair.
Yes,
Fair.
They
Okay,
just
put
have,
the
like,
hat back on.
parties and stuff
Beks,
afterwards.
this is a comment
I don't
about
want
You use the
Shut it
real
down.
sword
Shut
to
it down.
stab
I don't want
people.
any of that.
this is a comment about Beks. Beks, put your hat back on.
Ha 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 ha.
Hat.
Wait, how you say that in Spanish? Oh, so
I just feel like Tyrone Big.
Put your sombrero back on. But you're not
I need
sombrero
like a
sombrero.
Snickers bar.
You
Okay.
think GoPro also?
This was written by a straight woman. Beks makes me
Blah, blah,
question
blah.
my sexuality.
What?
Oh.
Okay.
All right, girl.
Send me a pizza. Send me a pizza and keep talking.
Okay, here's a
You're
comment
such an
that
easy
Ashley will
date.
recognize. Here's a comment that Ashley will recognize. Bloody Phoenix is probably the coolest in the podcast. I like her headphones.
I love it.
Here's another comment, possibly from the same person. I'm not sure.
I'm so sorry if you heard me burp.
I did it earlier.
Can you chewing? Because I'm chewing hardcore. I'm eating beer nuts.
That's sad.
Generic.
Boom.
You see, but good. You see, they were cheaper to get those.
And they're still the real thing.
Right.
Okay,
I mean,
quote.
What are beer nuts? Are they like made from
nuts covered in syrupy candy that my little cat is eating because I'm throwing him a food channel. I'm not a good mom. You didn't see me throwing him?
They make you hungrier for more beer. Okay, quote. I know too much about your friend's dicks after only 6 minutes of this podcast.
So do I.
Okay, the next.
Whoever wrote that, just know we all learned it at the same time.
The next comment.
And your lives are all better for it.
I also know a lot more about like their sexual adventures than I ever would have preferred to know. But I know now.
That's life, baby.
I have no idea.
God, Sheyne's telling everybody that shit all the time, 24/7.
Okay.
He's like in the line to McDonald's, like, yo, you know what time I held a knife?
That's true. Darius doesn't tell any stories.
We're waiting. Gonna have a McGriddle.
Okay. Quote, Darius, do not have Sheyne in your wedding. End quote.
You know what? I want to know if that's like from Darius.
No, we have to have somebody just following Sheyne in the wedding. I feel like I just want like a cameraman just for Sheyne, just to see what he does throughout the whole process.
I can set him up with like a little a camera that's like attached to his hip and it like records him from like the profile.
Not the hip.
Yeah.
Just put him in a.
I think Ashley just got an invitation to record me.
I'm down. I do pictures.
We might have to do this.
He's got to call the boss lady.
You gotta bring candles.
Yes. Light them all on fire.
Can I walk down the aisle carrying that candle? Darius, can I walk down the aisle with that little fucking stub of a candle you have that you like?
No, that is going to be.
Instead of like, I could put it in my breast pocket.
And then we have to call the fire department to put you out. No, you're not going to ruin my wedding by getting lit on fire.
That's true. I'll ruin it in completely different ways. Okay, quote. All right, here's a good one. This is a long one. Quote, the one whose mic... Shh. The one who's... Shh. Salento. I don't know. Silencio. Cilantro. All right. Quote, the one whose mic blocks her face is like a secret weapon. You can't hear her, but from what I've seen, when she speaks, she has the best, most insightful thoughts. Everyone shut up and let her speak. Also, we're like, you and the girl with the glasses are like openly funny. This girl has some of the sneakiest one-liners. This is a reference to Tatiana, of course.
Tatiana does have very. She
has a lot of practice with a lot of siblings.
I thought you were gonna say a lot of practice putting things like up to your mouth.
Well.
Okay.
No, Tanner, when you say the one-liners, I give you a look.
This next comment. This next feedback I received the other day. Quote, a shit hat? Really? I was like, okay. I hope this is an act. I don't like the silliness. I just won't watch.
Suck my dick from the back.
Wait. Can we give them a moment? Can we give them a moment of seriousness? Yeah. Now they'll watch.
Like why comment if you really don't like it?
Hey.
Yeah.
I solicited the comment, so I guess that's what I get.
But I appreciate.
No, yeah.
Here's a good one.
Keep it.
I would never want to get on Darius's bad side.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think that's
correct.
I think that's a sentiment that was shared by everyone in the still set. They're like, he's the gentlest man you'll ever meet, but like I know that if you piss him off, it's bad. It's bad.
Sometimes I think he's mad, and then he just says some really nice shit right after. He's like, guys, I've been stressed out, and this really made me feel better. I was like, oh shit.
Let's just rewind to his reaction with the candle.
We've played that so many times in the show. All right. Quote. All right, here's a good one, and I need a reaction from Beks on this. Quote, this seems like a lot of work for something no one is watching.
Okay, Selenas.
No, Selena.
Okay, Darius. Darius will appreciate this one. Quote, Ashley cheated, the guys won. End quote.
Yes.
This
I'm
was...
saying this in Spanish.
Yes, thank you.
Wait, yeah.
That was so
Like, ole.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Here's another one.
Truer words said than that last comment.
Quote, Sheyne, you could be a daddy. End quote.
Oh shit. No, you better click on that.
Wait, what kind of?
It was said by a man. That's all I'm going to say. Quote, here's a good one. Here's a good one.
His daddy.
I listened to this while studying and working.
Papa.
Wait.
Papa.
Wait. ¿Qué, papi? ¿Papi qué? Dímelo, papi. Dímelo cantando.
Dímelo.
I quote.
Diantre.
I don't know.
Start the code again.
Okay.
We all missed it.
Okay. I listened to this while studying and working, and I feel like I'm friends with every single one of you. It's like I've known you all for years.
Oh my god.
And that wasn't sarcasm.
Oh my god. I feel like I known you, and I borrowed money from you, and I forgot to pay it back. Like that's how good of a
That's
friend.
the mark of a true friendship.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a true friend.
Quote, I tried watching the first episode, but something was choppy, so I stopped. Maybe I'll check it out again, but I doubt it.
Oh.
Thanks for leaving that comment instead of refreshing the page.
Yeah, I know. Instead of getting your internet checked,
Here's my thing. It's like,
Here's a very random one that is pretty funny. Quote, and this is about all of us. Cat ears is scary. I think they meant to say drunk, but they said drink. The drink girl is super hot, but in that she's sweet but a psycho way. The blonde needs the blonde needs a new microphone. The black guy should be a minister. Little do they know. And I hope the old guy isn't really like this in real life.
Well, joke's on you. We all suck at
Here's my commentary.
Okay, here's a Darius one.
I'm surprised that there are so many.
Yeah.
Well, I reached out to a lot of people. Cause I know like a lot of friends will watch it for like 10 minutes and then I wanted like feedback on that 10 minutes. All right, so here's one. Quote, the black guy is super quiet. No, the black guy is like quiet hot. Too bad he's taken, end quote.
Well.
Wow, quiet hot.
Wow.
You're gonna have to delete this from the clip.
Who wrote that comment?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say.
Was that Beyonce?
It was the
Yeah,
queen.
it's like XOXO Nala.
Okay.
Maybe this is my new look.
I'm gonna name my daughter Nala now.
I sent this on the chat the other day. This is in reference to Beks. If she comes back. Beks, he didn't say the name, but is so fucking good, and you beat me to asking her about it, meaning doing it a podcast. So, another compliment, reading it on air. But
I'm important. I'm matter. Compliments make me feel uncomfortable.
Quote,
I need to know how to take one.
How do you all know each other? I feel like the five of you are best friends and have been doing this for years.
Aww.
Great.
We got paid to
We're
fake
doing
it,
some
yo.
good stuff.
Yeah, fake it till you make it, son.
We're sponsored.
Apparently Rebecca got paid to fake it.
Walk off, win for the Mets, baby!
Got paid, so.
What?
The Mets just walked off in the ninth. 2-2, now 3-2. They walked
Have
off.
you been watching the sports from this entire time?
Same guy who walked him up
Every
the other
single
night.
time you see his eyes shift, that's where his TV is.
Yeah.
That's where his TV is?
Yeah.
Thanks, Ashley. Fuck off.
I thought you said deep in thought, like
Just
pulling
kidding.
out
Okay.
memories.
Now I don't feel bad. Now I'm shameless.
Okay. Here's the next one.
Let's see
Okay.
how it is.
Oh, there's more? How many more?
Four more. Three. No, 4 more.
Thank you for everyone that's
Quote,
commented.
everyone is great. You've got a really good group there. That's what Ball said after he logged off for the last episode.
Because he loves us.
We can come back
Ball
when
could be
you
our
Yes.
honorary. He'll make us a full ball sack. So there'll be 6 of us.
There you go. This is from another friend who's a very creative person who went to school for theater and art and all that stuff. So she knows her shit. Quote, y'all mad funny.
Thank you.
Gracias, amor.
This is from our number one fan who has literally watched every minute, every second of every episode, all 9 of them.
You?
No.
Oh.
Quote, this is a long one, because I asked her for a paragraph and she gave it to me.
Wait, it's not one of our parents or something?
No, it's not.
No.
I'm ready.
Oh my God.
Quote,
Parents.
this is the first time I've subscribed to a podcast on YouTube, and I'm so glad I did. Everyone on Maybe Next Week are so different, but work well with together. Wow, that's not proper English. She's in graduate school. Like a
Love you.
like I'm not done. Like a cocktail, you marvel at when the mixture is just right. Oh, wait, let me say it again to do that justice.
Can you start over?
That was your alcohol, man. Don't blame it on the writing.
I copied and pasted it. All right, this is the first time I've subscribed to a podcast on YouTube. I'm so glad I did. Everyone in M and W are so different, but work well with together. Like a cocktail, you marvel at when the mixture is just right. Especially during these crazy times, it's great to have a show that makes you feel like you're sitting in your living room talking to good friends. To sum everyone up, Darius is the moral compass, but not a preachy one. He's the friend you turn to when you want honesty without the brutality. Ashley is bright, bubbly, fun, and relatable. Tati is funny, real, and very endearing. And Beks is already a friend in my head, saying things I want to say out loud, but won't. This is the part I particularly like. Finally, Sheyne is the captain of this wacky ship. He keeps everyone together by letting them all run loose. He makes the best kind of friend, one who embraces everyone by allowing them to be exactly who they are. Also, Hanna is the real star of the show.
Yep. Hannah's butthole.
Hannah is the real star of the show.
And finally, the last piece, the last feedback. Quote, feedback? What podcast? Sorry, I haven't been watching. End quote. And I will,
thank you so much.
Thank you all so much.
Wait. What's the thing they used to do in Don Francisco? Fuera, fuera, fuera.
And I will sum it up with, we have 21 YouTube subscribers, 53 Instagram followers, 54 Twitter followers, 83 Facebook page likes, 412 lifetime views, 100% likes, except for episode 5, which has 2 likes and 1 dislike. But episode 5 is also our most viewed episode. And we have 1 whole comment on YouTube, and it's from Darius, who wrote, quote, I neglected to give Jay-Z the props for the Broad Day on Broadway line. And that sums up the last 10 weeks of Maybe Next Week podcast. Cheers.
We're still here.
Baby.
What?
We're halfway there.
Oh my gosh, don't say that.
Next one's in
issues.
8 months.
All right, so are we moving on to the wheel?
The wheel of...
Wheel of morality.
Oh man.
Well, wait. Thank you, everyone, for your kind words. And
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sorry for the person I said to suck a dick. I was just kidding.
I mean, no, it's, unless you'd like to do that, then yeah, just do it.
There can never be too much dick sucking in this world. I'll just put it that way. Can you all see my questionable screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Why is it so hardcore?
Beks.
I know, this is serious, right?
It's getting serious.
Beks, since you were ill last week, you get to pick how many times I spin this wheel. Pick a number between 1 and infinity. Really, 1?
6.
Okay, 6.
Million.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my gosh.
Buy a vowel.
Ashley, on cue, gets to ask 2 questions!
Oh yeah, it's just me.
Wait, so you have to ask 2 questions because you were
Yes.
your pick? Okay.
We could
I
spin
wasn't
this,
ready for
like, if I
questions,
were to spin it again, just to say, it would be... Wow! Wow!
I will not argue with the wheel.
Do not.
The wheel has spoken,
The wheel
and
has
Ashley must go.
Okay. What movie scarred you as a kid?
Didn't we do this already?
No, I don't.
No.
Oh.
I think
Other
we've
traumas.
talked about it though, but yeah, I mean,
I can go first.
We talked about that though, with like Bambi and
Oh no, those are
Legends.
like the Disney movies.
okay, so wait, like a real like traumatic.
Scar.
Yeah, like legit scar.
All right, Ash, you're asking 3 questions tonight.
Okay.
Three questions. Do it.
Mine,
I don't know
mine.
if one scarred me. Oh no, go ahead, Tati.
Go ahead, Darius. No,
No,
I mean,
no. Tati.
no. I said go ahead,
They're so
Darius.
nice.
Go ahead. I said go ahead, Darius.
Beks,
Thank
you go first.
There we go. If Beks is ready.
Let's see, season 2.
For what movie scarred me?
Yeah.
Fern Gully. Fern Gully got
Gully?
me fucked up. I'm still fucked up. And Chucky.
See, she took mine. That was gonna be mine, Chucky.
See, you should have gone first when Tati told you to.
Wait, but why did Chucky scar you? And why Fern Gully? Fern Gully was nice.
No,
They were deforestation and
the slime monster in the forest. I don't know what the
year
fuck
did
was
Chucky
up. I didn't
come
know
out?
anything about the environment. I
what
just
year
had
did
some
Chucky come out originally?
Yeah.
I don't
of
know.
the
Sheyne.
closet.
What year did Child's Play come out?
88, I think. 88, I think.
Yeah, 88, 89.
Computer, what
Yeah,
year did
88,
Child's Play?
88.
Okay, never
So,
mind. Never mind.
I've been scarred
Yeah.
a couple of times with movies. So one of them was Showgirls, and with because
That's the girl who was in.
Saved by the Bell. Yes.
Yes.
I was too young to understand that they can. Yes. And then. Yeah, no, I remember that one. They slow mode that portion of that episode on as a commercial for Adult Swim. It was really classic.
It's like
They,
engraved in my
slow
memory.
her
'Cause
voice
I thought
down.
it was
She's
like a real drug. I was like, oh shit, she's so.
I know they were
fucked up.
caffeine pills.
I was
I'm
like,
so excited.
Drink
I'm
a coffee.
so
Oh, yeah,
excited.
that's
I'm so scared.
And then Blair Witch.
And like
Blair
Zach
Witch
Morris
Project.
is exactly the worst
Oh.
person to turn to when you're in a crisis. Because he will exploit that shit for his own gains.
He's
Rest in
such an
peace,
asshole.
Screech. Rest in peace,
Wait.
Screech.
So you watched
So good.
Blair Witch?
Yeah, I watched it.
didn't
Oh
watch
yeah,
that
I watched
yet.
Blair Witch in
Which-
the movie theater, the first one,
Yeah.
and I didn't know because that was like the first time that a movie I guess I knew that came out like that, where it was like it seemed like it was.
Do you think it was a
recorded
fun movie when you went
until? No, I thought it was real until I saw them at the freaking MTV Awards and they got an award. I'm like, how are they alive?
Tati.
And
Tati.
it shattered me.
Do you remember that the Sci-Fi Channel made a mockumentary in like the promotional stuff that they aired like a week before the Blair Witch came out? Make it seem like it was a documentary about how all of them died making it.
Something like that. That's what I thought.
And it was
I thought they were
fucking.
dead.
It was scarier than the movie. It was like this mockumentary that was like presented fully as legitimate. Like these kids died in the forest. Scared the shit out of me.
Wasn't that when they were in the cave?
Huh?
What?
No,
They closed the
no.
allegory of
Blair
the
Witch,
cave.
like 1996, Ashley. Not like
Oh,
you're
okay.
not. Stop with the millennial
Girl.
bullshit.
How young are you? Stop doing this to us. Oh my god, we're hanging out with a young
You know I'm teasing you.
She wasn't born when it came out.
Wait, what?
You never seen Blair Witch?
She's talking about the remake
Yeah.
of Blair Witch. We're talking about the original.
No, I was talking about something completely different.
Oh.
Oh, I think.
I
Thought you
don't
were
put my
gonna
glasses
say.
back on and get smart.
Wait, can I
I
mute
was
Ashley?
born-
Can I mute Ashley?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
my eye hurts from all the confusion.
Did you hit it on the mic? Did you get a little too close?
No, I was thinking too hard and my brain doesn't.
We're gonna call your mic Bill. Mr. Clinton.
What? Oh. Wait. I was gonna say I cannot. Wait. What's his line? What was his line?
I
What's his
did
line?
not
I
have
did not
sexual
have
relations
sexual
with
relations
that
with
woman.
that woman.
I did not put a cigar up her pussy. I did not
I
smoke it.
I do declare. I do.
I do declare.
Declare. It's like,
I did not put
Don't
my
touch
hard
my
penis
butt
up
if it's
against the Washington Monument and say which is bigger.
What? What did you say?
I don't know what
I didn't
just
say
happened.
anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, Shane, what's the one that scarred you the most?
I mean, I said this like last week. It was Legend because like Tim Curry is the fucking Satan's son.
Yeah.
Fuck
That's
that.
awesome.
And Bambi and
Yeah,
the
I
fire.
forgot.
Like the Bambi fire, I was like fucking hysterical. Fuck that movie.
I thought you were talking about I Am
But we
Legend.
didn't have the same
No.
question before, so I just.
No, we didn't.
But it's
No.
I
similar.
said, what movie shaped your childhood? And like all of y'all went down the traumatic, sad, scary route.
Yeah, the answer I have for this is not the same answer I had for that one.
All right, what is
The
it?
one that scarred me the most was House on on the haunted hill. And at some point,
you consider that part of your childhood?
Yeah, I saw that when I was younger.
I'm fucking gonna kill myself now.
He's mad because you were a child during the time it came out.
I'm getting that knife I used on my ex.
I mean, I was young,
and I'm using it on myself.
See what happened was? Alright, so there's a point in the movie where this big black creature is like in the corner. And for most of my childhood, I just assumed the darkness in the corner was that black creature and it was gonna come out and like eat me.
I will say though,
would that be a bad thing?
Recently, I saw it for the first time. Has anyone seen that?
I actually just saw it for the first time recently.
That was disturbing.
I liked it.
I love scary movies, so I
like it better than the new ones.
Oh wait, it better than the new ones? I saw the remade one, so I don't know.
Yeah, I saw the remade one. I didn't see the original.
So watch the original.
I've never seen either one.
The one with Skarsgård? Alexander?
I don't know his name. I just know that it was the one in 2017 or something like that. And I saw there was two. It 1 and 2. I saw both.
The entire family. I don't even need to see them all. Just all the Skarsgårds. They're very good looking.
Just gonna go. What's your last name? Skarsgård. Come here.
Look up Alexander.
Have you seen
Skarsgård? Billy Skarsgård, and there's like another one.
What about Stalin Skarsgård, the father?
Have you seen Vikings, where Skarsgård is Floki?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You could see in her glasses, she's like...
Isn't that weird that the son
like
plays Loki in that, but like the father was possessed by Loki in Avengers?
Floki.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Waka Floki.
We all heard Loki.
Waka Floki.
I love Dr. Evil.
That was excellent.
Excellent.
I'm
glad someone noticed.
Who didn't go?
Comment on that, YouTubers.
Who didn't go? Who didn't go? Everyone went?
Everybody went.
All right, question 2.
Okay, what's the sexiest and least sexiest name you can think of?
Oh. Wow.
So 2 answers.
Wow. This is going to be awkward for me.
Alessia.
No, actually,
a pet name?
Honestly, like my favorite woman name has always been Rebecca. Like, no joke. I've always found it to be like the perfect name.
She's like, she doesn't know how to feel about it.
Like,
it didn't get weird.
But I will say, sexy though. Xenia is really sexy. Or like Aaliyah, like,
actually,
but not spelled like Aaliyah.
Aaliyah
like,
is a great one.
Aaliyah's a good one. I mean, Alessia is a gorgeous name.
Gorgeous.
I like names that start with A, and I guess R, and
Asshole.
Z.
Asparagus.
Asparagus. And what did you say? The least sexiest name?
Yeah, the sexiest and the least sexiest.
Well, anyone see an episode of Family Guy where they're like, "What is the most unattractive name?" And he just goes, Keith. Yeah. Now, I don't agree.
That. That's what I was gonna say was mine as the ugliest name because I'm like
I don't agree because my favorite baseball player of all time is Keith Hernandez, which is why I wear number 17. But least attractive name? Fuck. I mean, I guess.
Why don't we go around with the sexiest
Okay.
So to give you more time to think.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Janine.
Oh, fuck you. Beyonce.
No, I was gonna say Sanaa because.
Oh yeah.
Sanaa. Oh, Sanaa. Okay, and I'll think about. I have my least sexiest. I'll save it. I'll save it.
Beks, Tati, sexiest.
Sexiest is harder. I
hope
knew
so.
what.
Oh, it's so hard.
I love how we both took it there.
I know the one that's the least sexiest, at least to me and my personal. It's like, so go back. Got it.
All right, let's go, Elton.
Okay. Sexiest?
Yeah.
Ginger? Or like sugar? You didn't say it had to be a real name.
So all stripper names.
Stripper names?
Yeah, exactly.
Because like imagine like it's like sometimes like if the right person calling you sugar is like okay, thank you for my change, sir, or whatever it is. But yeah, I guess ginger, sugar,
Spice.
And everything.
I just everything nice.
Chemical X.
And then like any like Spanish first name obviously usually works as long as it's not basically anything but a generic first name.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bob is not a sexy name. Keith is not a sexy name. Karen is not a sexy name.
I think we can all agree Karen's out.
I feel bad for
Alex
Karens that are like
Spanish,
not pieces of shit though. I do feel bad for them.
I like Jean.
Oh no! Please no.
I like old man.
Ooh. Instead of Jean, I would want like Jean. You know, make him a little
That too.
French.
Jean is
I
fine.
still think of Jean
Jean.
Kelly, Jean Tierney,
Jean Claude.
I think of Jean,
Jean-Claude.
the racist piece of shit who I grew up with, who I had no idea was racist piece of shit till he came back from the military in our 20s and tried to preach to me why Native Americans are better off for being massacred and blacks should be thankful that the white man brought them to civilization, and then who ran for public office, and Greg and I were ready to tear him the fuck down and ruin his whole campaign.
Sheyne. Do you know any racists are named Sheyne?
Are we talking about
Just like
Sean?
you?
And he said, I'm the closest thing to Hitler someone could be. But he's a Trump supporter. Yeah, apparently.
What? Oh, we can't say the name. Okay.
Sorry, I went through a traumatic
What's the name again?
flashback. Jean
but
is
I
the
digress.
flashback. Jean is the flashback. Sorry, I hate that name so fucking much.
You can't hate the name, you gotta hate the guy.
Yeah, and
Can't hate the
Ashley,
player,
did you
hate
give
the
yours?
No, so my sexiest would be like Darian or maybe like Duncan.
Whoa! I'm not the only one who felt an awkward moment today. Wow.
That's
not you.
She's
No,
a
it's not.
She's
hardcore. She's a
the end,
hardcore
this is it
Sailor
out.
Moon
The
fan.
S
She's a
at the
hardcore
end
Sailor Moon
It's
fan.
just Darius.
Oh.
Your name is You were this close. Then the S.
Darian or Duncan would be.
I think Duncan is not.
Did
Okay, then I'm
Tati
gonna
go?
change my name
Makes you
to.
think of Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm changing.
like
I'm
Tati
changing
is
my
like
name.
Tati's like Mr. Potato Head.
No, it's Schlappy. That's the name.
Who?
Schlappy. Schlappy.
Oh.
I like him a little Schlappy.
Yeah, mine is Skarsgård, as long as the last name is Skarsgård.
Oh my gosh.
Schlappy. I feel like that's. I think now I'm gonna. You look a
Or
little
Del-
Schlappy.
I'm just gonna wait for you to do this whole thing.
Del Monte.
Just imagine going through your day like this.
Beks, in all honesty, you know it's Danny for Danny DeVito.
Ooh.
But you have to do it with an accent like Danny.
Donnie.
Donnie.
Daniel. Danito.
You could be like Jon Snow, but Donnie, you're my queen.
No.
50 times in season 8. Which, by the way, real quick. Well, I'll get to
Claire,
that. I'll get
that's
to that in a
the name.
minute. All right.
Claire.
Alright, least sexiest.
Sheyne.
Oh.
I was waiting for someone to say your name for so long. But
I knew we were connected because your name is my least sexy, and then my name is your most
There you go.
sexy.
And I have, and I believe that. I believe that because I have a
No, I'm
theory.
kidding. I'm just fucking with you because it's
Women
crazy.
don't like men with one syllable names. They don't mind one syllable abbreviations for longer names. But women do not inherently find a man to be sexy or manly when their full name is one syllable.
Yeah, but you also have like a
Yeah, I
porn
don't
star
mind.
name.
I dated a
Like,
guy
you
named
get
Shane like the regular way.
Like you can do a lot with the last two ones.
Well, I appreciate
yeah.
that, but my experience has
It's
been
like
that women
wrestler,
find my name to be a
Yeah.
joke.
I had one guy who actually told me his name was Shane because it was sexier than his actual name, and I forget his actual name now.
I
But
say, what was his actual?
But was
I
it
don't
though?
remember.
But do you remember
I
whether or
didn't
not it
like
was sexier?
And I kept calling him Shane.
Oh, okay. But I had a
Max
I had a
Nemo.
friend who's no longer a friend who was like, yeah,
Young.
Shane's a hot
Max
name,
Nemo.
but like not the way you spell it. That's like the bitch way. End quote. And she was one of my best friends for a long time. We're not friends anymore.
Wow.
Was that the moment?
Who?
Was that the moment that you were
stopped
like,
being friends? Or
No,
were you
the moment
flexible?
was when like I had my back surgery. We were like closer and closer. We were like BFFs, and like she actually produced. Some of you, Darius may have met her. she helped produce like season 1 of Stills and whatnot, and like we used to talk about like what it'd be like when we found like that person and our weddings and whatnot. And then just because I had my back surgery and like I wasn't able to be sociable outdoors for a while, didn't invite me to her wedding, but invited like a lot of other people who she wasn't as close with. And I was like, you know what? I think what I found out from the friend who actually had the gun to her head with the cop, because they were all in a shoot together. I found out that the fiancé at the time, husband, seemed to come across as a very jealous person, and that might be why he might have been threatened by our friendship. I don't know that for sure. I'm not trying to say that's what it is. But, after 9 years of close BFFs.
My unasked for, unsolicited advice here is, like, she might have signed up for something that's a little weird.
Yeah.
To a certain extent. And just catch her in a few years. You can be friends then. You'll be surprised
They're married
as
now.
to, like, what might have happened then.
Whatever. They're married now. I didn't get invited to the wedding. It is what it is.
People get divorced.
But apparently my name is spelled like a piece of shit. And is
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Sure, she was
Hey,
fucking
they
with you
tried
or
to
trying to
make-
give her future husband like proof. Like, you see, I called him a little bitch. It's not competition.
Well, just to make you feel better, my nickname, if you actually, I say Tati, T-A-T-I, because T-O-T-I is like, you know.
Toti.
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask you at some point what you went by, but then you gave us that already, so.
Yeah, I had to stay away because every Spanish person,
that was
Toti.
immediately.
And I'm like, stop calling me vagina. Stop it.
I had extreme anxiety before
I'm
that.
sorry,
I was
Tatiana.
so scared.
I text you half the time with your name as T-O-T-I. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it.
No, it's okay. Well, it's only if you pronounce it Toti that like I start like. Okay. I know it means.
Yeah, you just taught me. I didn't realize
isn't it
Tota?
I don't know. I mean, it could be like
Tota.
Toto.
Toto. I know that one.
But you know, Toti could be like a small Toto.
They put on the toilet
Yeah.
and everything.
Tota is making sure it's female.
Oh, a torta. Tortas are good.
Well, a small tota is good for me. A bigger tota is good for Darius.
Well, torta is fried dough. So, torta is good for everybody.
Tostada, enchilada, quesadilla.
Stop, I'm hungry.
So Tati, what was your least sexiest name?
Yeah.
My least sexiest name, I would say is anything like, okay, like anything that I feel like, you know how some guys have like unisex names, like Ashley, stuff like that.
Oh no, I can't. Like I
just imagine myself getting sexy with them, like Ashley is like,
Ashlyn or something.
Ashley Madison.
Oh, there was a guy named Ashton who I got his order at Starbucks and we had to trade, and I was just like, ugh.
Like the one guy from O-Town. I remember O-Town.
Oh, Angel O-Town. Ashley Parker or Ashley Angel Parker.
Yeah, and then
there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Angel. That's a turn off. Anybody says name.
Actually, I had a big crush.
Angel, Destiny.
What about Angel?
How about like you know they do like, no, I wasn't gonna say it. Nope.
No Angel. No, you can say it.
No, I can't. No, I can't.
It's gonna be offended when you know somebody.
Wait, can you please keep it in your head and then say it after?
Yeah. That.
I want to know.
Take a note because you know you're gonna forget. You don't know where you're.
No, I think I'll remember this one. I think I remember. Oh wait, okay.
Tostada.
All right,
I had a huge
who's
crush
next?
on a guy named Angel at some point.
It only takes three people to question me to start.
I'll go next.
Darius, like any name but Janine is a complete turn off.
No, I was just gonna say like Gertrude or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Ruth.
Greta. Greta's a good one.
I'm okay with Ruth. Greta.
Phyllis.
Phyllis is.
Y'all giving me.
Brunhilde.
Oh yeah, Brunhilde.
I dated a Brunhilde.
No, come on, you call her Broomy or Hilda or
no.
You know,
I feel like Hilda too is not that great either.
Hilda. You just picture someone
like you're just imagining some like
overalls
brolic,
and pictures like, have you eaten your meal?
Do you want some bratwurst?
I am Swedish. What have you done today? I kick your butt.
You not clean the house.
You're not clean. It's
you.
like the sister of the girl from Love Actually who Colin Firth gets with. Remember the sister? And Love Actually, never mind. Okay,
I
goodbye.
remember Love Actually was like 27
yeah, I'm just trying to
characters.
think.
Who do you
At
think
the
you're
end,
talking to
when
right
he
now?
goes, he's like, "Benoit, I love you. Will you marry me?" And she's like, yes, in my answer. And then the father kisses him, and then the big sister kisses him. It's like that's Brunhilde.
No.
Yeah, I remember. It wasn't Brunhilde, sorry.
I do hate when people have like my name and it's spelled like really ridiculous, like ASHLEIGH.
That's how the guys spell it.
That's the English way, isn't it?
What?
English way?
It's ridiculous.
What are we talking?
I don't know.
No, like the British way.
The British way.
Kings.
I don't know why that made me.
What is this language? I was like,
The British.
My English isn't good enough for you.
I mean,
Shit, bitch. That's a bit on you.
Did everybody go?
I think so.
P?
P?
What?
Is it P time?
And then Ashley's third question.
Oh yeah, the third question.
Make this a
because yours was,
really
like,
good, provocative fucking question.
Did you say wheelie or really? I'm tired.
Where we
Really?
make this a where we good Brunhilde type question.
What's your
Okay.
favorite color?
Okay. You got arrested.
Oh Jesus! What for?
What was it for?
I already said that. Oh, I can't say it again. No, because we don't want that tracking my past.
What?
I think I talked about this before already.
Ashley, what's with this repeat
imaginary?
rehashing shit?
It's
our best moment.
It's with the theme of the episode.
I know.
But
Yeah.
this arrest is real or imaginary? Like, when I get arrested, it's gonna be murder. Boom.
Oh.
Easy.
Oh,
Well, jeez.
Yeah.
Poor.
Oh,
I mean,
so which show would you want to be on? Would you want
The
to be
Neighbors.
on like, Snapped or Deadly Women or?
Law and
Yeah,
Order
cut that out. I
SVU.
need to private life.
I'm cutting that out. I'll put the beep.
I want to be on one of those Netflix specials, but I know I wasn't saying I was going to murder him. I think if I have to start taking the subway again,
I know we're talking about when
I
we're
want to hear where this goes.
there's a chance.
On
you
the
know, 'cause
tracks.
you had all that rage in you all year that you didn't let out with one little elbow. Move. Get off the top of the stairs. Stop looking at your phone. You just, fuck you. You don't have all that coming out every single day.
You know
Doing
what?
3 hours of commuting. So, like, you
I
go
get
back
that.
out there. It's just like pent up rage. It's like I'm coming out of jail. And there's just pussy everywhere. It's going to go stabby, stabby, stab. Like, I don't know. This is not a.
You had me there for like a second with the elbows.
And then the
What the
pussy
fuck
came
happened?
into it. Yeah, like that went off the rails.
Yeah, where are you going?
Yeah. I've been watching
Okay.
too much Sopranos. I'm sorry. Please.
Maybe next week
Alright.
we won't talk about committing murder.
All right, Elton is
I'm sorry
muted.
for the P word, too. I didn't mean to
Elton
say it.
is muted.
Leave it.
Darius, you
Leave
go.
it.
Penis.
I don't know.
Penis.
Someone gave him a candle and he beat the shit out of them with that candle.
No. He tossed the candle out the window. It hit someone
It
in the
hit
head.
someone in the head.
It hit
Yeah.
Beyonce in the head, and she couldn't sing
They
anymore.
Darius
JC
would
was
fight
like,
to defend someone's honor. He'd fight to defend someone's honor.
Oh,
He'd probably
absolutely.
fight me to stop me from murdering people in the subway. He'd be like the good Samaritan.
He's not getting in your
Because-
way.
Okay, I figured out what I'd get arrested for
All right.
in this
Okay.
hypothetical world.
What is
I'd
it?
be with Beks helping her stab people in the subway. If Darius is gonna help, like, stop her, then I'm gonna be the one that's like, oh, you want this knife? This one
We're
looks
the
cool.
bad
It's
guy.
like,
It's a little stab. It's not like a kill stab. It's like a little get your shit together.
No,
Stop
it's
looking
like
at your
a
phone at the
little-
top of the stairs.
like a little
It's,
shank.
it's not even like a shank. It's like a little poke. It's like a surface one.
Yeah,
And then
it's like a
it
letter
just
opener
starts
stab.
oozing a little bit, like too
Right.
much.
It's, I'm gonna help
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna join on your bandwagon. I'm gonna start like elbowing people in your way.
What is
What is this shit?
Okay,
I'm sorry, it's the
maybe-
most frustrating thing. Like when you go to the turnstile now, and then there's someone just like this,
Episode
or they're
10,
in
least
their
funniest
bag,
episode.
like digging, like right in front of the
The-
one turnstile or
all
something.
the time.
The most frustrating thing about the train is when you're getting off and people bum rush you trying
Oh,
to get off.
that's when my shoulder gets really stiff.
Absolutely
and you're
no. Oh no, that's when you have to lower the shoulder, and if it has to go into an old woman's chest, then so be it.
My shoulder gets stiff. You let me go.
The most frustrating thing about a train is when you're trying to check out like all the hot girls on the train, and like other dudes get in the way because they want a better view of the hot girl.
Wow, you were gonna talk. I was like, the last time I was in a train.
Maybe next week.
The last time I was on a train.
I take the express bus. So.
Last time Sheyne ran a train.
In my day, we didn't have trains.
we walked. In my day, we walked 17 miles each way, and we didn't have any shoes.
I didn't even want to.
I didn't even have feet. I didn't
even want to help Rebecca because I was angry at people in the subway. I just thought that what she was going to do was cool.
Yeah, I need backup. No, because we also have to keep the police busy if, like, you know.
Yeah, now they're not responding to the mental health calls, so.
Well, because we're going to be the violent ones.
Would that be considered mental health? Because obviously someone got something.
No, because
yeah, but it's violent.
Non-violent.
Oh, it's violent.
We keep the police busy.
Well, it's not violent if we don't fight them.
I said
if you elbow them or stab them, Tati. What is your definition of violent, Tati? That's the real question. Question 4. What is Tati's definition?
If you run into my knife a couple times, that's an accident.
That's
an accident.
I'm just covered in spikes.
You got the 2 stabbing, and then Ashley, what you gonna be throwing?
She's just gonna elbow.
No, just stiff shoulders. Like, I really hate because I'm so small. Like, people think they can run me over, and I'm like, no, like.
Just hit him with that ass.
I'm always walking where I should be walking. They literally cut
Sheyne,
my way.
You would think that she could use her butt as a shield, but that's just something they want her to do.
It's more stuff to bump into.
You know?
Yeah.
That's true.
It's unexpected bumps.
You can't throw the butt cheeks.
Speaking of,
my bad.
Oh, you have a question?
No, I was gonna say that someone got they did an episode where someone got like raped in the subway while people were there. And
no one did anything.
Yeah, it was crazy. No one did anything. They looked away while.
And what was this?
Yeah.
SVU.
Oh. Yeah, I do remember that episode actually.
That really pissed me off.
She was right up against the doors.
Yes, like where you go in between the cars. Yeah. Like, you know, when you want to.
Well, everybody just looked away. Like, and that's
some of them thought that they were together or confused, like they didn't realize what was going on. I've had situations where I saw couples kind of acting funny. I couldn't tell if they knew each other or not, rubbing all up on each other. I'm like, I can't tell what's going on. And you realize they start talking to each other, like, oh, you're just mad at your boyfriend. Like, if there's like a good 20 minutes,
stupid things like follow people.
Let me tell you something.
Like someone getting yelled at, like a girl getting really, like, I get so scared for them that, like, I'll just, like, stand with my phone, like, okay, hopefully, like, I make him uncomfortable enough that he stops.
Yeah, that moment where you're like, do I help this person? I was sitting one time on a train. I think we were going into Brooklyn, and we were crossing the bridge, and I go look out the window, because it's, like, right next to, you know, where you transition to the next car, and there's this kid standing outside in between the cars, riding there. Yep. And he's holding on to the little bar on the side and waving at me.
Welcome to the 90s.
And I was like, we used to do that when I would go over the bridge. In the 90s.
That was the 90s, baby.
So, like, I started yelling at the guy who had his back to the door, and I was like, can you let him in? And he starts cursing me out. He's like, what the fuck is your problem? I'm like, there's a child out there. And then he opens the door, grabs the kid, and pulls him in, and he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yo, you fucked up that kid going viral on YouTube, and we don't have any views because of your shitty karma. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, let me just leave the kid out there so he falls in between.
You know what?
Cracks,
you know what? You know what? Darwinism.
Survival of the fittest.
Exactly. Wait, what's the question?
I think it wasn't a smart question now that I think about it, but has anyone ever sat on you on the subway? Like, we're talking about how people ignore you. People sit on me all the time, and I don't know what it means.
The old ladies do it, and it's a way of getting you to get up.
So you notice?
Okay.
I woke
I
up.
thought they
You know
wanted
the
to
little
that ass or something.
You know the little folding corner ones, like by the door that it folds. So I was on that, and it was really packed, and I fell asleep. And it's a 1-seater, you know. So
yeah, I think they try to make it too.
When I woke up, some lady was squished, like sitting, like on the side of it. Yeah, and I'm like, Miss, I think this is a 1-seater. And she was like, well, I need a seat. I was like, okay. So then I moved towards the wall, and this is my back and hers, and I just started like, whoa.
Tati, you might
Just like that.
Tati, you might get this reference. You remember the Family Guy episode when they're like, I'm more inconsiderate than an Asian person on the 7th train in New York. Have you ever seen that one?
No.
Anyone who goes to City Field knows this. And I'm not trying to be racist, but it was a funny joke on Family Guy where literally he's there with a bunch of like older Asian individuals, and they literally the doors open, they run and goes, and they just squeeze between people with there's no seat, like no one else matters, I'm sitting here.
No, the one that I remember is like the one where they're like in the highway, and they were like, I'm gonna turn left without my turn signal.
Yeah.
And they'll just the whole highway.
Yeah. But it's like, no one else matters. I need a seat.
You pushed the old lady off the chair. She fell.
Yeah. No. She was actually really strong. She was holding it with me. It was almost like a tug of war, So, but it was.
Who got off
It was a
first?
lot.
Who got off first?
That's like I just woke up rage.
Who got off first?
I think I ended up getting up.
So
first
you
after
lost.
The whole time.
You lost.
Well, I was gonna stay on the train past myself.
Yeah, but like at that point, it's a
At that point, I don't care if we take it to the end.
It's a point of pride at that point.
Mm-hmm.
What's the question?
It was, have you ever gotten sat on the train? Like when I sit, sometimes like I'm in like the little chair, and somebody will sit, and they'll sit with an ass cheek on my lap. I'm like,
do you give them $1?
You know what I hate when you're on the bus?
It's never
and
an
you're
ass
sitting
cheek
in
I
the
want.
2-seater, and someone clearly wants to keep their legs like wide open, and then when you sit next to them, they don't want to.
Guys,
Darius.
I don't take the bus.
Oh,
Darius.
I'll be really annoying, and I'll start
Darius.
like nudging your knee over because
Darius.
no.
I cannot.
Like my ass is
give
big
the
enough,
yes
right?
there, and then I watch legs go. I'm like, oh, I almost fell.
That's when you talk under your breath, and you're like, it ain't that big. Stop it.
Yeah.
I literally had a picture of a guy that was like this with his legs, and he was like reading a newspaper like hunched over, and I'm just like, just why?
Maybe
why
it's osteoporosis.
This much, okay? Like
just do the splits on the seat, just like spread the
But you can't wear headphones on the subway because like you don't realize you're saying shit. And I like have cursed under my breath really bad. It's all like smiles, but I was like, "Fuck you, motherfucker."
Oh no, I do that. Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
I don't. I like wearing my shades on the subway so people can't tell that I'm staring or glaring at them.
I do
Unless
that
you can see through
I
them.
can tell.
You can tell.
What was the question?
You asked me 7 times. I give up.
I'm not asking you, Elton.
Who's the tallest? Who's the tallest?
Who's the tallest?
All right, not Elton. Cat ears. What was the question? Because I don't think I answered. What would I get arrested for?
Yes.
I mean, clearly it'd be something political related, so I digress.
Yeah, like a protest or like stalking.
You have to
Protest.
Or, you know, trying
Overthrowing.
to get with AOC.
Wait, are you talking
No,
about
I respect
add-on?
her.
How did it
Respect
turn
all
political?
women. It's funny. It's a joke. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
What?
Murder?
Wow, that's... You know what's fucked up? Is that somehow when we do get views, that's going to stick with me even though I didn't say it and it's not true. You just ruined my whole life. I just got fired. She goes, you don't respect no woman. And I'm like, somehow that's going to stick with me even though I didn't say it. What?
What'd you say?
You just said
What did
I
you say?
respect no woman.
No, I said you were all women.
Oh, good. Okay, I hope that sticks with me.
Damn.
I was actually being
Now they're gonna know
serious.
the trigger happy,
Listen.
Sheyne.
Damn.
Listen,
Well-
the child bearers, I respect them.
Oh.
You don't respect me.
I think this is gonna follow you for completely different
I was
reasons.
trying to say something. I was trying to say something nice.
I appreciate that. Maybe next week I'll be able to hear you better.
I thought that was a comment about my chewing. Sorry.
No, it
Maybe
wasn't.
next week you'll
He
chew
wants to hear
quieter.
what's in your.
I
Maybe
can
next
hear
week
it.
I'll be
Which-
able to
which
spit out a cherry pit without looking like a fool while doing
Yeah.
something.
Maybe next
Alright.
week, the wheel will choose someone else with better questions.
Yeah,
Is it just
right?
Rick pick you the whole time?
Huh?
Is it rigged to pick you the whole time?
No, it's not rigged at all. It just picked her.
It's not. So it's funny because he showed us.
It was supposed to be the week
Friday,
of you anyway. Yeah.
And it can come up to like different people's names. So it'll have one name or it'll have like you and me and so on and so forth.
I have to say those games are really fun. I really like them.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna try to. Maybe next week we'll play one of them.
Darius wanted to do
It picked Ashley. We can't go against the wheel. The wheel.
No. Maybe next week we'll play one of the games.
Yes.
Well,
They were fun. They were really fun. I think Rebecca would have a lot of fun with it too. It was really fun.
Well, currently we're at 2 hours and 50 minutes, so we don't have time.
So I mean, I think
No. Next.
Wait.
He's like, I'm done. I'm done.
What I think we can do is let Darius close it out, and we'll just stay on for another hour and just play games.
Well, anyway, thank you. Wait, hang on. 10 episodes.
Yes.
I have to say, one, most projects that are independent like this, people trail off by now. I love you all for not trailing off and not being, like, unreliable. And homework is, in the week between now and the next time we shoot, actually, we'll shoot before it airs, but in between that will be the 2-year anniversary of the series finale of Game of Thrones. So your homework is to come back with your top 5 people from Game of Thrones you wanna hook up with.
I know.
I don't want to hear your answers, Tati. I know number 1 already. So
favorite characters, or is it always
You need to watch this.
Yeah, Darius, get on your shit.
You have a lot of homework, Darius.
Or Darius, if you don't have answers for this, you have to shoot with the donuts behind you. It's one or the other. Pick one. So.
No, wait, don't give him that option. I feel like he's going to show us the donuts.
There's option number 3.
Donut balls.
Now.
Wait, what?
Option number 3 is I do what I want. So.
Cash me outside.
Cash me outside.
How about that?
Maybe next week Darius will watch Game of Thrones.
I love you guys.
He's gone. A non-Irish goodbye.
No, I'm not.
A non-Irish.
Oh, okay. Tell.
Darius has to shut us down.
It's I, and this is ASL, I. Then this the L for love, and then the Y for you. So you put it all together. I love you in ASL.
And this is peace and long life, live long and prosper.
Okay.
Okay, Darius, shut it down.
All right. Well, we thank you guys for being with us, and
For 10
we'll
episodes.
see you today, tomorrow, or maybe next week.
Bye, friends. Hey, my cat's butt.
Where? Move.
Come on. He just hopped up for a second.
Damn. Okay,
Little
and
asshole.
cut. Oh shit!
Good God.
I clicked the wrong fucking thing.